You're listening to MyFM 101.3's coverage of high school football, brought to you by Milford Federal Bank, Joseph and Thomas Opticians, Milford Regional UMass Memorial Health, Crystal Pool and Spa, The Embroidery Bar in Milford, All Temps System, Milford Hardwood, Oliva's Market Catering and Gourmet Gift Shop, Peppercini's, Winks Salon and Spa, ABC Air Heating and Cooling, Milford Tire Service, Southwick Zoo, American Climbers, GNC Plumbing and Heating, Flood Fire Pro, Modern Design and Build, and Milford Nissan and Milford Nissan Collision Center. Now down to the field for high school football.
Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to Woburn High School here in Woburn, Massachusetts for some high school football here on MyFM 101.3. It is the Division 7 Final Four between the Northbridge Rams and the Cohasset Skippers. From our broadcast position, I am Sam Smith alongside Grant Flood. We welcome you into our pregame show that is brought to you by Joseph and Thomas Opticians, providers of vision care and optometry services, including eyeglasses and frames. Grant, are you ready to go today or what?
Absolutely, Sam. Super excited to be with you this afternoon. Should be a fun one.
It absolutely should be. The winner of this game will play Amesbury and Clinton in the Division 7 championship coming up here shortly. Amesbury and Clinton already underway, by the way, over in that game as well. But let's take a look at this game here. Northbridge on the other side. They're starting off 9-1 this season, including the playoffs, averaging just over 36 points a game and letting up to 13 points a game. That's all because of their quarterback, Joe Lashappelle.
And Lashappelle has been very impressive this season. He has multiple multi-touchdown games this season. As you mentioned, 36 points a game on offense compared to just allowing 13 points a game on the defensive side of the ball. And this is a team that heavily relies on throwing the ball early. The Rams do not fall behind often, and they will be trying to exploit the secondary of the Skippers early in this one.
Yeah, absolutely. They will, as they took on Millbury last week in the semifinals and winning that one 49-20 in what was an absolute beatdown. Mo Rodney Daigle was fantastic. 17 rushes, 215 yards, 3 touchdowns. That's an unbelievable performance for him.
And Daigle, he has been heating up all season long, and of course 215 yards on just 17 carries is very impressive, and Lashappelle also played really well in that game. So it comes down to how efficient can the Rams offense be?
I had a chance to talk to head coach of the Rams, Ken Lashappelle, pregame about what this season's like. It's his 50th season as the head coach. It's his last season as the head coach. He talked about how that's been. He also talked about the process it's been this week. Let's roll the interview now. All right, everybody, I'm here with Coach Lashappelle of the Northbridge football team. First of all, congratulations on a great season, 9-1. What was it like this season?
It's been very exciting. As you know, it's my last year, so with each win and coming out to 9, it's been pretty exciting. I thought our kids have played very well. They've responded to every challenge this year, and we're pretty excited to be here today.
50th season as the head coach. What has it been like over the last 50 years being this head coach for this great football team?
I don't know where the 50 years went. It seems like I blinked and it was over. It's been great. I think the student-athlete at Northbridge High School has responded well to the coaching staff and to football at Northbridge, and I do appreciate that over the years.
One final question for you. What was the message like in practice this week? A big game here today, Final Four. What was the message like?
Well, you know, I think any coach with their team, if they would honestly answer this, they would want to be improving week to week. And even though we were winning, I felt we were still improving. I feel that's where we are. We had a great week of practice. We know what we're doing. We know what we have to do. So it's pretty exciting.
Well, congratulations on a great season so far. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
That was Coach Lashappelle, and you can just tell how much pride he takes in this team.
Absolutely, Sam. He is someone who has cared about this program, has built this program from the ground up over the past 50 years, and I think he would hate for today to be the last game he ever coached.
As the sun has decided to join us, it was a rainy drive up here all the way from South Mass up here to Woburn this morning. It was a very rainy and gray trip up here, so it's nice to see that the sun has decided to join us here on what could be a very nice afternoon.
Absolutely, Sam. And obviously, the sun beating down on the field is going to help the rain and the dryness all go away, and hopefully we should have a clean game, perhaps changing both the offense's approaches of throwing the ball more early in this one.
Cohasset, on the other hand, let's talk about Cohasset, right? 8-2 on the season. They have averaged 36 points a game, just about the same as Northbridge. They've let up just over 17 points a game on average. They opened up the season with a disappointing showing against Norwell, losing 42-26, but they bounced back and won 8 of their last 9 games to start this season here as they're in the Final Four.
And Max Wildfire is such a good quarterback. He is the strong-arm quarterback that this team needs. Cohasset has been good under him and Gus Green. Those have been the two primary playmakers on offense that you're going to want to see today for the Skippers.
Cohasset beating Rockland 42-6 last week to get into this one. Michael Wildfire, bounce-back performance, 196 yards from scrimmage, 3 scores as well. Gus Green, another strong performance for him, 16 rushes, 94 yards, 2 touchdowns. He's been very impressive this year, and he comes up big as there. Max Monahan, another one. He had a pick 6, he had a house call, which highlighted the Skippers' defensive performance against Rockland.
Yeah, and again, this is a Skippers defense that is tough to run against, only allowing 17 points a game this season on average, and they really bounced back. You know, obviously giving up 42 points defensively week 1 is very discouraging, but you know how you wipe that loss away from your memory, winning 8 of your last 9, as you mentioned.
As Northbridge has taken the field, Cohasset will be coming out here shortly here on MyFM 101.3 and on our MyFM Media YouTube channel. It has been a great season of football, and we are just getting started. We have championships coming up after Thanksgiving. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Absolutely will be. I'm super excited to see what teams will punch their way into Foxbar. It'll be super close.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun to see who ends up playing at Gillette Stadium, and we're going to find out one of the answers to that question here today. As we're still waiting on Cohasset to come out of the dressing room here, but let's go through today's injury report that is brought to you by Milford Regional UMass Memorial Health. There are none to report on either side, so it should be a very interesting game with both teams pretty much being at full strength here today.
Clean bill of health on both sides of the ball, and again, this is going to be very interesting to see how these two teams match up against each other. Only 3 combined losses amongst the two teams coming into this one.
Absolutely, and so there's also going to be MyFM 101.3 is also going to be covering the Thanksgiving games as well, some of the Thanksgiving games around the area, so that should be a lot of fun coming up next week as well. Very excited about that. As let's go through today's colors of the game that are brought to you by the Embroidery Bar in Milford, your local custom embroidery and t-shirt design shop in Milford, as Northbridge in the road whites with the maroon trim, white helmets, red pants. Cohasset will be coming out shortly. They will be having the dark navy blue uniforms on, the gray and white trim out there as well. So it should be a nice jersey matchup for what should be a really good game here today.
Absolutely, and obviously if you are Cohasset, I think the goal is to just establish yourself early offensively. If you can take the lead early and have the Rams come back from a deficit, I think that sets up a good spot, obviously, for your defense to step up and make big-time moments. As we mentioned, it was Max Monahan who had the pick 6 last week in the Skippers' victory. So, again, it'll be interesting to see who gets the ball first and which offense can get rolling first.
Reminder, folks, the winner of this game will face the winner of Amesbury and Clinton in the Division 7 championship game coming up here in just a couple of short weeks. Very excited about that here. Very excited about that as we have some other scores here around the state. Foxborough with a 14-0 lead against Archbishop Williams to start the third period as in the third quarter as out comes Cohasset. The Cohasset faithful making some noise here today. Northbridge as well. The Northbridge faithful making some noise. Out comes Cohasset. In their glory, the fans giving them a standing ovation on the side.
Cohasset has deserved that standing ovation, and this is a tough team that, again, loves to exploit very well offensively, and this is a team that is not afraid to go down without a fight.
So
for today's MIA.
As they're doing the introductions here for both teams. They're going to be doing the coin toss here shortly.
And the first seeded Cohasset
Hudson with a 7-0 lead after 3 in that game going on against Norwell. Foxborough is still leading 14-0. Archbishop Williams is who they're beating. So when we come back here on MyFM 101.3, we are going to have game time attempt and the kickoff coming up on the other side of this break. We'll be back in just a few short minutes here on MyFM 101.3. Do not go anywhere.
Have you been to Galliford's Restaurant and Tavern at Southwick Zoo in Mendon? The Brewer family welcomes you to enjoy their delicious, freshly prepared entrees. Galliford's is not just a restaurant, but a culinary experience, featuring family-style New England comfort food. Check out the Daniels Room, a private function room to accommodate any occasion needed, even a wedding on the grounds of the zoo. The holiday season is waiting for you at the zoo. Go to Southwick Zoo's website to check the date and times of the all-new holiday experience. Make Southwick Zoo and Galliford's a holiday tradition.
It's been said that the most important things in life are the connections you make with others. At Charles River Bank, you'll find not just the powerful solutions you need for managing your money, including paying your bills, handling your day-to-day expenses, and planning for the future, but also the personal connections you can count on from neighbors you know and who are always willing to lend a hand. Stop in or visit us online at charlesriverbank.com to learn more. Charles River Bank, personal connections, powerful solutions. Member FDIC, DIF.
GNC Plumbing and Heating is proud to support our local football teams and athletes. Just like a strong defense on the field, they're here to keep your home running smoothly. Big enough to tackle any project and small enough to treat you like family. Visit GNCplumbing.com to learn more. Flood Fire Pro of Franklin is proud to stand with our local athletes. From floods to fire, they restore more than property, they restore peace of mind. Visit floodfirepro.com, supporting our high school football team all season long.
Modern Design and Build out of Holliston is proud to sponsor your local high school football team. From dream kitchens to stunning home additions, we build it right here in your community. Visit designbuildmodern.com to book a free estimate and let's build something great together.
There are a lot of things that keep you up at night. Fortunately, there's one thing you'll never have to worry about: the security of your hard-earned money at Charles River Bank. When you bank with us, your deposits are insured in full through a combination of coverage from the FDIC and Depositors Insurance Fund of Massachusetts. So you can sleep better at night knowing Charles River Bank has got you and your money well covered. Charles River Bank. Personal connections, powerful solutions. Member FDIC, DIF.
In the heart of Mendon, a world of luxury awaits. At Wink Salon and Spa, every visit is a moment of indulgence, designed just for you. From rejuvenating facials and soothing massages to expert hairstyling and wellness treatments, our experienced staff is here to evaluate your self-care routine. Whether you're prepping for a special event or simply craving calm, Wink Salon and Spa has got you covered. Visit winksalonspa.com or call today to book your appointment. Wink Salon and Spa, Mendon's premier beauty destination.
This high school broadcast is being sponsored in part by All Temps Systems. At All Temps, they deliver the highest level of quality for your comfort. Experienced technicians, customer-first mindset, and upfront pricing, all at All Temps. They service all brands and are licensed and fully insured on all services performed. Have All Temps service all of your home comfort needs for you and your family. All Temps is your #1 team. All Temps Systems, Pond Street in Milford.
Welcome back here on MyFM 101.3. It is go time between Northbridge and Cohasset here in the Final Four of Division 7 football here in the state of Massachusetts. Sam Smith alongside Grant Flood. National anthem just wrapped up. Let's get into your game time and temperature. That is brought to you by All Temp Systems, delivering the highest level of comfort and heating. It is about 1:30 here in Woburn, and it is 44 degrees, and it's 45 actually, and cloudy, but the sun has decided to join us here today. It's partly cloudy here today, here in Woburn. The rain cleared out. Looks like it's going to be a nice day for some football here today, Grant.
Absolutely, and super excited to see what both of these two teams bring, both heavy-powered offenses, and I'm super excited to get into it.
Today's kickoff is sponsored by Milford Hardwood. Let them floor you. Northbridge won the toss. They will be receiving. They chose to receive as we're going to get things started here. Foxborough update. It just updated 31-0 over Archbishop for a Foxborough lead in that one. That game is at halftime. In some other games going on around the state. Kicking away here will be Cohasset. Jack Roach, number 15, will be kicking away. 3 men in the backfield for Northbridge. Getting ready for it. Getting ready to return. Roach will boot it away, and away we go here in Woburn. This ball will bounce all the way through the back of the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And out comes Northbridge, and that will lead us to Joel Lashappelle, the senior quarterback on the varsity team, of course. 6'2". He is 200 pounds, and he is a machine and ready to go here today.
And Lashappelle is not afraid to use his rocket arm to his advantage. He has been playing very well throughout these Division 7 playoffs.
And let's see what they decide to do here on 1st and 10.
10 from the 20-yard line.
They're at the 20-yard line. Nobody in the backfield. This is an interesting setup here. And get in motion here. Now everybody's going to get set. Running back behind. It's going to be a toss. It's going to be a flea flicker of some sort. They're going to fake it, and it's going to be didn't go much farther at all. Kevin DeMuzio gets taken down right away. It'll be 2nd down as that play didn't really work out for Northbridge.
It was a double reverse, and Kevin DeMuzio, the senior receiver, tries to throw it to the quarterback, Lashappelle, but having absolutely none of it was Cohasset's defense. Great job making the tackle.
A Philly special attempt, if you will. Sorry, Patriots fans. I'm one too. That hurts my soul too. Of what happened with that. 2nd and 15. There's a loss of 5 on that. Lashappelle gets the snap, rolls to his right, looks for options out of the pocket. He's trapped. He gets rid of it, and it gets out of bounds. It's incomplete. And Cohasset's defense and defensive line holding tall so far.
Absolutely, and Cohasset's defense running right up the middle there. Great pressure, able to have Lashappelle roll out to his left. He ran out of room, and he had no choice but to throw it out of bounds.
3rd and 15 coming up at the 15-yard line. Joel Lashappelle getting the play call from the sideline as we get ready to go here on 3rd and 15. He's given the play call to his teammates, and now they're gonna get into formation. 3 receivers lining up to the right, none to the left. Set up in trips formation here on 3rd and 15. Running back on the right hip. Snap. Lashappelle looks to throw. He throws deep downfield on the near sideline. Pass is incomplete. Was intended for DeMuzio. It'll be 3 and out for Northbridge, and Cohasset will take over after this punt.
This is a prayer by Lashappelle down the right sideline. He tried to hit his man, DeMuzio, but great man-on-man coverage by Nolan Flaherty, able to knock it away and force a punt. And it looks like that Lashappelle will be doing the punting himself here on 4th down. Gets the snap, the left boot, gets it away. Trouble with the reception on that kick, but it's recovered there by Mike Owens, and he'll recover it at about the 43-yard line, and Cohasset will take over at the 42. Well, Sam, it does not look like we have a punter on Northbridge's lineup, so I guess that makes sense that Lashappelle will do the booting for the Rams this afternoon. So Cohasset already in Northbridge territory to kick this to kick this drive off. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Let's take a look at Mike Wildfire, the senior, 6'2", 190. He has had a great season so far for Cohasset, as we mentioned in the pregame, and he is going to be ready to go here today. They have 2 receivers lined up to the left, 1 to the right. Running back in motion, rolls to the right side on the far side as well. That will be Gus Green. 1st and 10 snap, short throw over, connects with Flaherty, and Flaherty is down across the 35-yard line. It'll be
a nice gain there. It'll be just short of the first down marker to Nolan Flaherty.
And that's the thing about high school football is you have to make that adjustment from, especially a receiver, you have to make that adjustment to cornerback on defense and then receiver on offense. Good job by Flaherty, able to pick up 8 yards.
It'll be 2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line. Cohasset, 2-time state champions, 2014, 2021. Lots of South Shore League champions as well. 2nd and 2, the handoff to Flaherty. And I don't think he got much of anything. He might have got maybe a yard that one. That was actually to Gus Green, excuse me. That will be a gain of 1. It looks like it'll be 3rd down and 1.
And this is exactly what you expect out of the Rams defense, to stack up the box down the middle, and the D-line not going to have the Cohasset rushing attack get going early on.
3rd and 1 coming up here at the 33-yard line. Need to get to the 34 for a first down, or 32 for a first down, excuse me. Man in motion, rolls from right to left. It's going to be a keeper for Wildfire. Rolls his way to the outside. He gets a couple of blocks. He is going to be down just inside the 10-yard line. Mike Wildfire gets a huge gain. It's 1st and goal.
Wildfire on a 3rd and 1 takes the direct snap up the right side, and he's able to pick up about 20 yards on this run. Just keeps on shifting from left to right before he is brought down at the 10-yard line. A tremendous run by Wildfire.
1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
So they're going to spot it 1st and goal at the 10. Wildfire getting the play call from the sideline, brings it over to his teammates. That's a great last name, Wildfire.
I told you before the game, Sam, if my last name was Wildfire, I too would have tried to become a high school quarterback, because that's a great last name.
Wildfire under center. Receiver motioning from right to left. It's going to be a toss to Max Monahan. He rolls his way to the near side. He stops. He's going to be down at about the 4-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6 on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, Monahan had the pick 6 last week and now gets a pitch that goes for about 5 or 6. There is a flag on the field, however.
Let's see. It looked like getting up. It's going to be backed up here. Holding. It's going to be on Cohasset. So they'll back things up.
Against Cohasset.
So that will back things up to about the 20-yard line. It'll be a 10-yard penalty from the original spot. It'll be first and goal at the 20. It'll be first and 20 pretty much.
Yeah, obviously that penalty isn't good because that's about a 16-yard change in field position for Cohasset. Let's see how they respond.
To be up the middle there to Green. He'll get about a yard or 2. It'll be 2nd down.
And Green's had such a strong season, Sam. This is a guy who is not afraid to just lower his shoulder and try to truck through people. And we saw that when he rushed for 264 yards and 3 touchdowns a few weeks back.
It will be 2nd down. 2nd and goal at the 20-yard line. And it's going to be a wrap-up right away. It's going to be a run play, and it's going to be a loss. Right up the middle, and it didn't lead to much. That was Chase Lawson getting there, who plays both sides of the line. He comes through and takes them down. It's going to be a big loss, and it's going to be 3rd and a country mile for Cohasset.
Lawson does a great job attacking that right side of the offensive line. He shoots up the gap and immediately gets the tackle to make it 3rd and 1,000,000 here for Cohasset.
3rd and goal. They're at the 24-yard line here. As Wildfire gets the snap, rolls to his right, throws, pass caught. It's caught there by Hendricks Gustafson. Gets a block. He's going to be out of bounds just past the 10-yard line. It'll be 4th down.
And I think I would have tried to throw on 2nd down as well as 3rd down there, because you were able to get a good chunk of the yardage you lost on the penalty. Good job by Wildfire, able to roll out to the right and hit his receiver Gustafson, and you're able to pick up about 15 yards on that play.
4th and goal, back at the original spot. It's got back at the 10-yard line. Norwell with a 14-7 lead on Hudson with 5 minutes left in that game. The winner of that game will play Fairhaven. And it's a big game. It's a tight one down to the finish. There in that one. 4th and goal at the 10. Wildfire with Green on his left hip. 2 receivers line up on each side. Wildfire gets the snap. Looks. Throws. Going to go back in the end zone here. Pass is caught. Touchdown. Nolan Flaherty. On the back near side, Nolan Flaherty brings it home, and Cohasset with a 6-0 lead here in the opening quarter.
That was a beautiful throw right there from Wildfire, able to hit Flaherty in the back of the end zone. Flaherty does a great job not only getting open behind the secondary, but gets both feet down for a beautiful toe-dragging touchdown.
Nolan Flaherty coming up huge with the first touchdown of the day. Jack Roach will go for the extra point attempt here. Snap, hold, kick is up. It is through the uprights. It is good. And it's 7-0 in favor of Cohasset. When we come back in 30 seconds here on MyFM 101.3, Cohasset will kick off to Northbridge. Don't go anywhere.
Whoa! Oh.
Oops, sorry.
That's fine, honey.
Mom, I'm home from practice, and I brought the whole team.
Oh, the floor. Okay, that's great. No, that's great.
Hey, honey. Can you believe all the rain?
Oh, we need new floors.
Milford Hardwood, South Main Street, Milford. Your hardwood flooring professionals with a large selection of hardwood flooring to meet your budget. Pick up a sample today.
We are back here on MyFM 101.3. Cohasset, 7-0 lead over Northbridge on a nice touchdown there for Nolan Flaherty. Roach will boat it away from right to left. Line drive kick. Trouble with it. Returned. Gets it to about the 32-yard line. The ball came out, and it's down backwards. That was returned originally there by Michael Murphy, but it's recovered. It was Cameron LaValle on the recovery there, and the ball will be spotted here at the 29-yard line.
Well, turnover avoided there for Northbridge. Obviously, you want to respond this drive after giving up the first score of this ball game, and still very good field position at the 29-yard line.
Lashappelle running back on the right hip, 3 receivers to the right, 1 moves in motion going from right to left, handoff up the middle. It's going to be Mo Rodney Daigle, and he'll get maybe 2 or 3 yards on that one. It'll be second down.
Yeah, and Daigle's the primary running back on this Rams team, and he's just another bruising back that wants to find open holes and just run right through the defenders.
2nd and 7 from the 32.
It'll be 2nd and 7 here from the 32-yard line. A gain of 3 on that run. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right of Lashappelle. Running back on the left hip of Lashappelle. Man in motion, rolling from left to right. Fakes the handoff. Lashappelle throws over the middle. It's caught. It's caught there by Brian Rogozensky. And that's going to move the chains. That's going to be a first down for Northbridge.
Rogozensky, the junior, able to get wide open down the middle there. And that's a nice job by Lashappelle, able to stay in the pocket strong, and he's able to deliver a nice throw that picks up about 13 yards.
1st and 10 at the 46, a gain of about 13 or 14 on that play. Rogozensky, their junior running back, with that first down reception. Lashappelle gets the snap, fakes the handoff, throws to his left, deflected, and it goes out of bounds off the tip. It'll be second down.
And that's a quick way to get the pass game going. Just fell incomplete as D'Alfonso couldn't read the quick throw. And again, you have to be dangerous when that. You have to be careful when that ball is tipped up in the air. That could lead to an interception for the defense.
2nd and 10 coming up here at the 46-yard line. They need to get to the opposing 44 for a first down. 2 receivers line up to the right, 2 to the left. Man in motion, going from left to right. Lashappelle gets the snap, backs up, completes it to Daigle. Across the 50, across the 45. It's going to be across the first down marker. That should be enough to move the chains here for a first down.
Yeah, ball will be placed for Northbridge here at around the 43-yard line, and that is textbook. Throw to the running back and let him do the work. Great job by Daigle, able to stay down the right side and able to pick up about 11 or 12 on that play.
First and 10 at the 43.
So it's a gain of 11 on that run. No, on that play, it'll be a first down. 3 receivers lined up to the right, none on the left. One moves from right to left. That's Coughlin. Rams looking to fight back after the Skippers get the first touchdown of the game on their first drive. Lashappelle gets the snap, backs up in trouble. Deep drop, throws it to Daigle, and that's going to be a loss of about 3 yards on first down. It'll be second and about 13.
Well, it worked once. Why not try it again? That time, Cohasset's defense able to sniff it out as Daigle got tackled a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. And I think it's okay for the quarterback to start throwing it down the field. Lashappelle has a great arm. I think you can try to exploit the Skippers' defense by throwing the ball downfield.
Second and 14, a loss of 4 on that play. Second and 14 at the 47. Need to reach the 33 for a first down. Snap. Fakes the handoff. Rolls out to his right. Escapes a tackle. Trying to get through. Rid of a second one. Pass is thrown over the middle. It's incomplete. It was intended for Rogozensky. It'll be third down and 14 as there is a man slow to get up for Cohasset here on third and after that play. But he is back to his feet. He's all good.
Is the D lineman Dan Baker, the senior, number 55, screaming up the middle and making sure Lashappelle got rid of the ball as quickly as possible. Luckily for Lashappelle, no one was in the area, and it wasn't an interception for the Skippers.
Just under 4 minutes to play in the first quarter. Cohasset with a 7-0 lead on Northbridge here on MyFM 101.3 and on our MyFM Media YouTube channel. Thanks for joining us here today. Third and 14 at the 47 after they get out of the huddle. After that pass attempt was incomplete. 3 receivers to the right set up in formation. Set up in trips formation here. Gets the snap on third and 14. Lashappelle backs up in the pocket, and he's swallowed up immediately. That was Mike Owens coming in from the secondary and takes him down. That's going to be a big loss. It'll be fourth down and a mile coming up here for Northbridge.
Well, the safety blitz tends to work, and that time, great job by the Skippers D-line, able to wreak havoc for the Northbridge offensive line. That way Owens can come in from the top and get that sack off the safety blitz. Great call by the defensive coordinator.
Loss of 9 on that. It'll be 4th and 23 at their own 44-yard line. They are set up to punt. Punting away that time is Mason Mon. That ball's going to keep on rolling. And it's going to be down at about the 17-yard line where Cohasset will take over. And it's the luck of the draw there on that punt. That's a really solid punt there by Mason Mon.
Absolutely. Mon was able to get a few extra yards off the roll. And I think I heard a Cohasset fan scream, "Get away from it." Obviously, you don't want to muff the punt in that situation. Here's your chance, if you are the Skippers, to go up 2 possessions.
Skippers ball first.
Skippers will be taking over 1st and 10 coming up at their own 17-yard line. 83 yards to go to try to take a 2-score lead here in the first quarter. 2:52 left. Two receivers lined up to the left. One on the right. Running back on the right hip. That's Green on the right hip there of Wildfire. It'll be 1st and 10 of the 17. The snap on first down. A quick throw. It's caught. Down at about the 22-yard line there is Max Monahan. And it'll be a gain of 5 on that. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Monahan has been getting involved in this game early, as has Noah Flaherty. Those have been Wildfire's 2 main targets up to this point. We are approaching 2:20 left in the first quarter.
2nd and 5 of the 22. Running back on the left hip, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. It's going to be a keeper by Wildfire. Rolls his way to the near side. He gets across the 35-yard line, pushed out of bounds at about the 37-yard line. It's gained a 15. It will be enough for a first down.
Wildfire had such a big run on the first drive of the game for Cohasset. Why not give it to him again? This time, fakes the inside handoff and goes in to the left sideline, and he was able to pick up a first down and much more on that carry.
Score update in the other Division 7 Final Four game. Clinton with a 6-0 lead over Amesbury at halftime. In that one, we just got a score update back from Ty McCormick running the board at My FM Studios in Milford. Thank you very much. 1st and 10, it's going to be a handoff to Green. Breaks a tackle across the 45-yard line, down at about the 47, maybe 48-yard line. That should be enough for another first down here for the Skippers.
It absolutely will be, as Green did such a good job keeping his balance. This could have been a gain of 8 or 9 yards. Instead, he keeps on plowing his way and gets 11 to move the chains.
Another big gain on that one.
Currently at the half, Clinton leads Amesbury 6-0.
1st and 10 coming up at the 48-yard line. Just over a minute to go in the first quarter. Running back on the right hip. 2 receivers to the left, 1 in motion. And it's going to be another keeper, and he won't get far. That was Wildfire taken down there by Luke Davis, the linebacker coming through.
Davis doing a great job targeting that lower body and trying to bring him down. Great tackle on Wildfire. Looked like Wildfire could have pitched it to his right to Max Monahan, but he wouldn't want to risk it so early on with the lead.
Final minute of the first quarter here. It'll be 2nd and 10 at the 48-yard line, so it's going to be no gain on the play. This should, in theory, be the final play of the first quarter. Running back on the right hip, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Snap. Handoff to Green. Stiff arm across the 50, across the 45, is across the 40-yard line, pushed out of bounds just at about the 35-yard line.
That was a gain of about 18 yards for Green, and he whipped out that stiff arm as early as possible in that carry. He's able to get the stiff arm, move his way down the left side, and pick up a monster first down for Cohasset.
34-yard line is where this ball is being spotted. This will be the final play of the first quarter coming up here. 11 seconds to go. This should, in theory, be as long as the ball doesn't go out of bounds. 2 receivers to the left, or to the right, 1 to the left. Running back on the right hip. Snap fakes the handoff. Wildfire drops in the pocket. Rolls his way out. Bumps into his own offensive line, then he's taken down. Taken down that time there by Braden Tracy. As the clock hits 0, and that is going to do it for the first quarter. Cohasset with a 7-0 lead over Northbridge. When we come back, it'll be second quarter time. We'll be right back here in 60 seconds here on My FM 101.3.
Where can you find over 20 flavors of muffins, 30 fresh roasted coffees, and a full espresso bar?
It's all at the Muffin House Cafe.
With 6 convenient locations, Medway, Mendon, Hopkinton, Natick, Westwood, and Walpole, you're never far from fresh, delicious treats.
And it's not just muffins. The Muffin House Cafe has fresh-baked cakes for any occasion, breakfast and lunch sandwiches, crisp salads, quesadillas, and so much more.
Ready to check it out?
Visit muffinhousecafe.com today.
The Muffin House Cafe, not just a muffin house.
This is Paul Serpine. If you're a regular My FM listener, you know me as the voice of Claflin Hill Symphony Orchestra, the guy who gets to stand in front of some of the best musicians in the region, wave his stick at them, and magically amazing music pours out. When I'm in front of our orchestra, I'm in my element. But when I'm in front of my oil burner at 4:30 in the morning with no heat, I'm as useful as a 6-month-old baby. I made a call to Jeffrey Mushnick and his orchestra over at Medway Oil and Propane, and what a performance by Jeffrey and his skilled technicians. Medway Oil and Propane.
Welcome back here on MyFM 101.3. Second quarter action about to begin. It's 2nd and 11 at the Northbridge 35-yard line. Cohasset with a 7-0 lead on Northbridge here in the Division 7 Final Four. Handoff on 2nd and 11. It's another run up the middle. Big gain, first down and more. Pushed across the 15-yard line is Gus Green. He is a monster so far.
And Green, he has been dominant. He had over 90 rushing yards last week, and this time just runs right up the middle, and he is just following the holes that his offensive line are creating. Great run by Green. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line coming up here, and this offense has been humming up to this point, Sam.
It'll be 1st and 10 coming up at the 14-yard line here. Norwell has beaten Hudson 21-7. Norwell and Fairhaven is the Division 6 Super Bowl. That game is confirmed. First, it's going to be a keeper there by Wildfire. He'll get to about the 11-yard line, maybe the 10 on that QB keeper there for Wildfire.
Wildfire, he's only had 4 rushes. That was his 4th rush of the afternoon up to this point, and 3 of them have gone for positive yardage. So if you are Wildfire, especially down in the red zone, you don't mind getting these direct QB runs.
Gain of 4 on that. 2nd and 6 at the 10-yard line. Need to reach the 4 for a first down. Gus Green on the right hip of Wildfire. 2 receivers line up. Well, one's moving from right to left now. 2 receivers on the left, 1 on the right. Fakes the handoff. Looks. Wildfire's looking to throw. Gets batted out of the way. Almost intercepted there by Daigle.
Pass is incomplete. Knocked down on the play by Morandi Daigle. 3rd down.
Looks like that might have been intended there for Noah Rafferty, number 8, but he just could not get the pass through.
Yeah, dangerous throw there by Wildfire. Daigle almost got the interception. Chase Lawson, the senior D tackle, was also in the area. Dangerous throw there from Wildfire. Sometimes it's best to just get the ball out of bounds and live another down.
3rd and 6 at the 10. Getting the play call from the sideline here. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Snap. It's going to be kept himself. It's Wildfire. He is in. Touchdown, Skippers. Mike Wildfire works his way in, and Cohasset has a 13-0 lead here in the second quarter.
And once again, Mike Wildfire taking it himself. A lot of his runs this afternoon have been perfect up to this point, and this time takes the snap, looks to his right, and then runs to his left, able to follow his blockers and scores to make it a 2-possession lead for the Skippers.
13-0 in favor of Cohasset after a very good second drive, both drives leading to touchdowns. Snap, the hold, the kick is up. It is good. It's 14-0 in favor of Cohasset. When we come back in 30 seconds, we'll break down what just happened here on MyFM 101.3.
It's time for the Reynolds Report, your local sports spotlight on MyFM. From Friday night football and basketball buzzer beaters to the unsung stars of field hockey, track and field, and more. I've got all the highlights, scores, and stories from around the MyFM listening area. Stay up to date with the Reynolds Report and read more at myfmtoday.com. Local sports covered the way they should be, only on the Reynolds Report on MyFM.
Welcome back here on MyFM 101.3. 14-0 Cohasset against Northbridge on a nice dominant drive once again by Cohasset, led by Wildfire.
And Wildfire now has a passing touchdown and a rushing touchdown to his name, Sam. He has been tremendous, especially when being able to keep the football. Tucking it and running it is becoming more and more important for quarterbacks in the future.
Absolutely, as we're seeing that game change by the year. Line drive kick by Roach, caught there by Murphy. Murphy will get to about the 32-yard line, and Northbridge will take over.
And now, if you are Northbridge, you need to respond on offense. You've had 2 drives, 2 punts up to this point. Your defense is having a tough time against this Cohasset run defense. So right now, if you were Northbridge, you need to fight back a little bit. Only down 2 possessions, so it's not the end of the world, but definitely need to get some fluent offensive drives in the next coming minutes.
Ball spotted at the 31-yard line. Running back on the right hip of Lashappelle. Coughlin, a slight motion, handoff up the middle. It's Daigle, bounces off a tackle, and he doesn't get much farther than that. He might have got a couple of yards that time. That's Daigle. It'll be 2nd down and long here coming up for the Rams.
Daigle that time just running right up the middle. They're only going to give him 2 yards on the play. And great job by the Skipper's defensive line up to this point containing Northbridge's run offense.
2nd and 8 coming up at the 33-yard line. Cohasset with a 14-0 lead after 2 very dominant first 2 drives of the game. Big crowd here on hand here today here at Woburn High School for this one. Snap. Fakes the handoff. Lashappelle throws. Deep. Pass is incomplete. Looks like it was intended for Kevin DeMuzio, and he just could not connect. It'll be 3rd down.
Closest man to it there was Jake Dolan of Cohasset trying to make a remarkable one-handed interception. The ball was overthrown down the right side. 3rd and long coming up here for Northbridge.
3rd down.
3rd down and 8 coming up at the 33-yard line. Sun coming coming at us from behind, so it's going to be a nice little view on the field here on 3rd and 8. If you're watching on the MyFM Media YouTube channel and or on the NFHS network, you're seeing a very nice view right now of what you're seeing here. 3rd and 8. Throws deep over the middle, incomplete, was looking for Rogozensky, just out of the hands. It's 4th down.
Oh, that's one that Rogozensky is going to want back. He's wide open right down the middle. We saw a very similar play in the first quarter where he was able to hang on for a 1st down. The Rams now scrambling down 2 possessions. Looks like they're going to go for it here. Or no, it looks like they're going to be in punt formation.
Lashappelle is going to punt it away himself.
Always forget that. It's amazing how much double duty that athletes do.
Low snap, left boot, a high pop-up kick was not a fantastic one. It's caught. It's a fair catch called at the 41-yard line there by Max Monahan, and here comes Cohasset already up 2 scores.
Cohasset is not going to take their foot off the gas. I feel like this is a very efficient run team, and they're going to continue to run down the field here as, in my opinion, I feel like Green's only getting warmed up. He's had a couple of big runs and then obviously capping off last drive with the touchdown run by Wildfire.
Foxborough with a 31-0 lead on Archbishop Williams in the start of the 4th quarter. They will play the winner of that game will play Shawshene Valley Tech School coming up in their championship game. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. Coming up here for Cohasset. Getting the play call from the sideline. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Running back on the right hip, that's Green, who has had a great game so far. Deep ball on 1st and 10 by Wildfire. He's got a man! Hendricks Gustafson. 1 play, 60 yards, 6 points. Touchdown, Cohasset.
Bang! What a throw from Wildfire to make it 20-0. Fantastic release. We know Wildfire has the arm to throw the ball downfield. Great job by Gustafson burning the corner and man-on-man coverage, and he is able to waltz his way in for the 60-yard bomb from Wildfire.
That was one of his best throws of the game so far, if not his best throw of the game so far. That was an absolute missile down the near sideline, and he gets it into the end zone to make it a 20-0 lead. Extra point attempt is up. It is good. 21-0 in favor of Cohasset. When we come back in 30 seconds, Grant will break down what Northbridge has to do to try to come back in this one. Don't go anywhere here on MyFM 101.3.
It's been said that the most important things in life are the connections you make with others. At Charles River Bank, you'll find not just the powerful solutions you need for managing your money, including paying your bills, handling your day-to-day expenses, and planning for the future, but also the personal connections you can count on from neighbors you know and who are always willing to lend a hand. Stop in or visit us online at charlesriverbank.com to learn more. Charles River Bank, personal connections, powerful solutions. Member FDIC, DIF.
Welcome back here on MyFM 101.3. Cohasset with a 21-0 lead, 60-yard reception there to Hendricks Gustafson in the end zone. One play for 60 yards for 6 points. As they'll be kicking away here, it'll be Roach once again. Going from left to right here in the second quarter. 3 men waiting for it for Northbridge. That includes Michael Murphy on the left side. He's going to get this one on the near side. Caught at about the 20-yard line, rolls his way up the middle, gets a couple of blocks across the 35. Now he's going to get past the 40 down at the 42-yard line, and that's where Northbridge will take over on that 22-yard kickoff return. But what does Northbridge need to do here to try to bounce back in this game, already down 3 scores with still 9 minutes to go in the second quarter?
I think it's pretty amazing, Sam, and this is just how good Cohasset's defense has been, holding Northbridge to no points up to this point. But I just think the Rams need to establish a pass game. Obviously, you want to establish a run before the pass normally, but you're already down 3 scores. So I would just try to target middle of the field, complete short passes, and especially converting third downs down the stretch. That has been a backbreaker up to this point for Northbridge.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Fakes the handoff. He keeps it himself. It's Lashappelle. It's a loss of 2 on 1st and 10. Taken down there by Oliver Henry.
Oliver Henry doing a good job getting the tackle on Lashappelle there. Lashappelle tried to bounce it to the right side, and he just ran out of room.
Yeah, they're going to spot it. It's a loss of 1, 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line here. So they need to get to the opposing team's 49 for a first down. 1 receiver to the right, 2 to the left, running back on the left hip of Lashappelle. Snap. Throws down the far sideline. He's got a man. It's caught. Kevin DiMuzio. Great reception. Over 20 yards. It's a first down coming up for Northbridge, their biggest play of the day so far.
And DiMuzio does a great job down the right sideline. And this is exactly what I was talking about, Sam. You let Lashappelle throw the football downfield. He hits him down the right sideline there. And easily their best offensive play to date right now.
Ball spotted at the 33-yard line. That was a fantastic throw, a 27-yard play for a first down. Lashappelle with him running back to his left hip, gets the snap, almost dropped it, plays it over to Coughlin, pass caught, and he didn't get much of anything. He might have got maybe a yard or 2 on that. It is 2nd down and about 8.
Coughlin, first reception of the game for him, 5'8", 140. One of the lighter receivers on this team, and he was able to get open for just a couple-yard gain. But we mentioned, Sam, how Northbridge needed to get the pass game going, and Lashappelle, he's locked in, and he has been playing great this drive.
Gain of 2 on that. 2nd and 8 coming up at the 31-yard line here for Northbridge. Their best field position they've had today. Let's see if they can convert here and get some points on the scoreboard. Snap on 2nd and 8. Lashappelle rolls out to his right, has a lot of space, not as much anymore. He gets rid of it. Pass is almost intercepted. It's broken up by Graham Simmons. Or excuse me, that is Michael Joyce.
Simmons was the one who got the deflection, as running out of real estate right away was Lashappelle. He just kept on rolling out to his right, and then he ran out of room. He took a shot as he threw the football away.
So a 3rd and 8 coming up at the 31-yard line here for Northbridge. Lashappelle gets the play call from the sideline, brings it out to his team. 7:16 to go here in the second quarter, 21-0 Cohasset. Remember, folks, don't go anywhere. During halftime, we have the Milford Federal Bank halftime show coming up. During halftime, we'll break down what's happened here in the first half. In this one, it's been all Cohasset so far. Running back goes in motion. Lashappelle throws, pass caught. It's caught by Rogozensky, and he's down at about the 27-yard line. It'll be 4th down and short coming up. 4th and about 5 yards coming up here on 4th and 5. Can't quite tell from our vantage point how much yards left. It's 4th and 5.
Yeah, it's certainly tough to do, especially since this press box is further away from the field compared to games we've called previously for My FM 101.3, isn't it, Sam?
Yes, it is. Update in the other Division 7 game. Amesbury with a 8-6 lead on Clinton in the 3rd quarter. Amesbury scoring a touchdown with a 2-point conversion. I believe it's the only way they got 8 points. Here's the snap. On 4th and 5. Throws. Pass is caught there by DeMuzio.
Looked like DeMuzio was tackled just
They're going to say
past the line.
Yep. 1st down coming up here for Northbridge.
That's a great throw as well by Lashappelle. 4th and 5. Huge play to keep your offense on the field and try to cut this deficit to 2 possessions. And he is able to find his man in a very tough grab to make. But 1st down is converted for the Rams.
1st and 10 coming up at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Lashappelle has 2 receivers to the left. That is Coughlin and D'Alfonso. DeMuzio on the right side. Running back on the right hip here on 1st and 10. And the flag comes out. It's going to be false start on Northbridge. It'll back things up, and that is a back-breaking false start to take after Northbridge has really been having their best drive of the day so far.
Yeah, and their best drive of the day is now being halted by this false start penalty. That'll back them up only 5, and it is 1st down, so you do have time to get this yardage back. But obviously, after converting such a game-changing 4th down for your offense, you don't want to follow that up with a flag.
1st and 15 at the 28-yard line. Lashappelle hands it up the middle. Diego gets to about the 25 on that. It'll be a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 12.
Trying to slowly but surely get those yardages back. Daigle has had a good game up to this point. Even on the defensive side of the ball, he almost had an interception.
2nd and 12 coming up with the 25. Two receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Daigle on the left tip of Lashappelle. Snap. Fakes the handoff, rolls out to his left. Lashappelle, lots of time. Goes a crossbody throw, pass dropped. Coughlin almost had it, and it's going to be 3rd down and 12. It's a great play, just couldn't quite convert. There was Coughlin.
And that's a couple of drops that have now been plaguing Northbridge from getting in the end zone here. And that time, instead of a 3rd and 12, you would have been looking at a 3rd and 2 at the worst, as Coughlin just couldn't hang on. Good throw from Lashappelle, though, able to examine the field and find the open mans. He's been doing a much better job this quarter.
3rd and 12 coming up at the 25-yard line. Big 3rd down here, as Northbridge desperately needs some points on the board. Snap, fakes the handoff. Lashappelle looks, throws over the middle. He's got his man, it's caught! Down across the 10-yard line, it's Rogozensky. 1st and goal coming up for Northbridge.
And Rogozensky has been the man that Lashappelle has been throwing to when Northbridge is in need for a big chunk play. That time able to go down the middle. They needed 12 yards. They are able to convert it all the way down to the 8-yard line. Great throw, a gain of 17.
Gain of 17 on that throw on 3rd down to Rogozensky. 1st and goal at the 8. Lashappelle, 2 backs on each side. He gets the snap, looks, throws back of the end zone, and it is out of bounds. It was caught by Kevin DeMuzio. Would have been a fantastic catch if it was complete. It was a one-handed masterclass of a catch. Just couldn't keep both feet in bounds. It's 2nd and goal.
Tough break for DeMuzio. If we were in college football, that would have been a touchdown and a tremendous one-handed effort at that. Instead, high school rules are obviously 2 feet in bounds, so, 1 foot in bounds for high school, so.
Couldn't get either of the feet in.
Yep.
2nd and 8 at the 8. 2nd and goal, anyway. Snap. Looks to throw again. Trouble. Throws. Pass incomplete. Was over the head of Rogozensky. 3rd and goal coming up.
Rogozensky once again was the intended man down the middle. Lashappelle has been relying on him quite a bit in this ball game up to this point, and he has done a good job in keeping this drive alive, converting that 3rd and 12 moments ago, but now your offense is facing another 3rd down shortly after.
3rd and goal at the 8-yard line here. Northbridge threatening after going down 3 scores. Everybody shifts to the left side. They have 3 receivers on the left side, 1 motioning to the right here. Nobody in the backfield with Lashappelle. Snap. Looks to throw. Keeps it himself. He gets a block, and he is down inside the 5. 4th and goal coming up here for Lashappelle. And the Northbridge Rams here.
Give Lashappelle 3 yards to make it 4th and goal from the 5.
Timeout. Northbridge.
And I think this is a much needed timeout for the Rams.
Yeah, they're going to take a timeout here on 4th and goal. 4:12 left here in the 2nd quarter. Well, today's game is brought to you in part by Oliva's Market Catering and Gourmet Gift Shop. Make Oliva's your next stop for all your special planned events. And by Pepperoncini's, get your wings before the game and after. And by Crystal Pool and Spa for all your pool and spa needs, now booking for 2026. And by Wink Salon and Spa, the best journey in life is the journey back to yourself. Take a well-deserved break from the stresses of your busy day to focus on you. And by ABC Air Heating and Cooling, quality HVAC services, including installation, timely maintenance, reliable service, and energy savings. 21-0 in favor of Cohasset here with 4:12 to go in the first half. Here on MyFM 101.3 and on our MyFM Media YouTube channel. Sam Smith alongside Grant Flood. Glad to have you with us here today. 4th and goal coming up here for Northbridge. Their biggest play of the day so far. Grant, what are we looking for here on 4th and goal at the 5?
Well, Northbridge has converted a lot of their big plays. I'd expect a short throw to one of the receivers.
Can hear the fans rumbling here at Woburn High School. 2 receivers line up on each side. Lashappelle looks, throws, incomplete. Was intended for DeMuzio, just out of the reach, and Cohasset will take over on downs.
Lashappelle does a great job in reading the play. He's looking towards his right the entire time, delivers a bit of an overthrown ball to DeMuzio, and it falls incomplete. Turnover on downs. Cohasset's defense catch a much-needed stop as they have been playing great all afternoon up to this point.
4:08 to go in the first half. Cohasset maintains their 21-0 lead. Because certainly they weren't going to try to kick a field goal in that situation.
No,
the field goal doesn't really do you any good. Yeah, you're on the board, but you're still down 3 possessions. So Green on the left hip with Wildfire as the Cohasset offense comes out. Two pass touchdowns and a rush touchdown here today for Cohasset. And it's going to be Green up the middle. Gets a couple of yards. It'll be 2nd down and 8 coming up at the 7-yard line as Mike Wildfire, 2 pass touchdowns and a rush touchdown, including that 60-yard bomb he threw on the last Cohasset possession. 1 play for 60 yards and the score.
Yeah, and he was able to find Gustafson essentially in stride. It was a beautiful throw. They call that a rainbow down the right sidelines, and he was able to connect it for the big play. I think Cohasset's looking for another big play when they get out of the shadow of their end zone here.
2nd and 8 coming up at the 7. 1 receiver line up on each side. Man the backfield. It's a toss over to Green. And Green doesn't really get much of anything there. He might have gotten maybe a yard, maybe 2. 3rd down and long coming up here for Cohasset.
You've been running the ball. Now I think it's time you are going to throw this ball at least to the 1st down marker. 3rd and 6. Very manageable 3rd down. You approach it with a short pass.
3rd and 6 coming up from the 9-yard line. Cohasset looking to try to keep this drive going here. 1 receiver line up on each side. Snap. Run up the middle for Green. Did he get there? I don't think so. They're going to mark him short. It's going to be 4th down coming up here for Cohasset.
Halfback dive up the middle, and Green trying to get that first down, trying to break off a tackle or two. Instead, he is brought down.
It's going to be 4th and 1 at the 14. They're going to spot it. Fourth and 1 coming up.
Timeout called on the field, and definitely a smart decision here if you are Northbridge trying to get the ball back. Will be interesting to see if Cohasset would go for it so close to their end zone. I don't think so.
I don't think they should in that situation. 4th down and 1 at the 14, at your own 14.
Very risky.
If they don't get that, then they're trapped deep in Ames in their own territory with Northbridge having the ball after that last possession. I don't know if that's a good idea.
Analytics have destroyed my way of thinking how to go for 4th downs nowadays or not. You never know in short yardage situations.
They are set up. They look like they're going to try to go for it here on 4th and 1. Are they going to try a tush push of some sort? Looks like that's exactly what they're set up for here. Nope, they're going to back out of it. Running back on the right hip. And they're going to call a timeout. They tried to draw him off sides, and they did not get it to work. And that looks like the punting unit will come out here for Cohasset. Up 3 scores here in the second quarter with 2:25 to go.
Smart decision to go for the punt there. Up 3 scores. No reason to give Northbridge any sort of momentum with a potential defensive stop that close to your own end zone. But you see, Sam, this is what I mean. The analytical coaching and the aggressiveness of coaches across football, whether it's in the pros, college, or even down here in high school, it shows that you're not afraid to go for these 4th and very short situations, regardless of where you are on the field.
4th and 1 coming up at the 14-yard line. Gus Green getting ready to punt this one away. Gets the snap. He's running to his right. He's going to keep it. It's a fake. Did he get there? He did. He got there. It's a fake punt, and Gus Green gets there. First down coming up for Cohasset.
What in the world?
Wow.
4th and 1 at your own 14 and go for it. Thankfully, you convert it, so you won't have to hear the moans and groans of the crowd. But, oh my goodness, what a risky play. You roll the dice, and you hit the jackpot on that one.
Wow. Gain of 2 on that fake punt. Now it's 1st and 10 coming up at their own 16. As Mike Wildfire comes back out. Snap. Fakes the handoff. Runs it up the middle. He gets about 3 or 4 yards on that run. We have an update. Foxborough wins 31-0 against Archbishop Williams. They will take on Shawsheen Valley Tech in the Super Bowl in that division.
So the Cohasset skippers went for a fake punt, converted it, got a couple of yards when they needed 4th and 1 off the fake punt from Green, and now it seems like they're content with running out the clock. So very interesting strategy to make sure that Northbridge avoids getting the ball back.
Remember, Cohasset gets the ball to start the second half. 2nd and 6, handoff to Green. He gets a block. He's across the 30. He's down at about the 38-yard line out of bounds.
And now that changes your offensive scheming. You went from, okay, well, we could try to get a first down and run this clock out, get it into halftime, to that's the big run from Green that we needed, to now get down the field and potentially kick a field goal to go up 24-0.
That is a gain of 17 on that run. And that's going to be moving things along. 54 seconds to go in the half. 21-0 Cohasset. Green to the right hip of Wildfire. 2 receivers on each side. Play call from the sideline here. Wildfire gets the snap on 1st and 10. Escapes traffic. Rolls to his left. Deep ball down the far sideline looking for a man. It's broken up. Was intended for Nolan Flaherty, but it got knocked down by Mason Mon.
Mason Mon does a great job reading that throw as the free safety backing up man-on-man against the receiver and just swats it away. And again, it's amazing how much that first down run by Green has changed the tempo of this offense. They went from cool and calm and wanting to run the clock out to we got this big gain. Now we can take that shot downfield and again try to set up a field goal or red zone opportunity.
2nd and 10 coming up at their own 37-yard line. That was a deep shot downfield. He was looking there for Nolan Flaherty, who has a touchdown reception in this game. 45 seconds to go. 2nd and 10. Gets the snap. It's going to be a keeper by Wildfire. He is going to be down at about the 42-yard line. It'll be a gain of about 5 or 6 on that run. And it'll be 3rd down with under 30 seconds to go in the half. And that could just about do it for the half here.
Yeah, definitely no reason for Northbridge to call a timeout. Your offense has been struggling outside the last drive.
Cohasset takes the timeout. So we'll see what's going to happen with this. 3rd and 4 coming up at their own 43-yard line.
They certainly have approached this 2-minute drive not how I would have approached it at all, but very interesting.
4th and 1 at the 14-yard line. They fake it, they punt it. They fake it, they run it up the right side, get the first down.
They do a fake punt run.
Then they get a 17-yard run, and then they get and then they're trying deep shots, and then they do a QB keeper. This is interesting.
Well, remember,
and they take a timeout.
They were content, I think, with going into halftime up until that 17-yard run. There was a play before where they only gained, I think, 2 or 3 yards on the run, and they were probably thinking, okay, well, worth a try. It was cool that we were able to convert that fake punt, and now all of a sudden you get that 17-yard run. You're taking deep shots, and a couple seconds off the clock there, but it is interesting to see that Cohasset is keeping the foot pedal on the gas.
3rd and 5 at the 42-yard line, 23 seconds to go in the half. Wildfire looks, runs it up the middle, and he's going to get he's going to be across the Northbridge 40-yard line here. Time is still ticking, and I think Cohasset has taken a timeout. With 14 seconds to go, Cohasset take a timeout, and it's a good one. With 14 seconds to go, as they're now at the Northbridge 39-yard line.
So now Cohasset is at timeouts, and they will be able to either aim for the sidelines or go down the middle for a few more yards and spike it, and then either kick the field goal or go for that end zone shot.
Amesbury and Clinton still waiting on an update on that. It appears that the score is still 8-6, but we're waiting on a further update on that. We'll let you know once we get it. Because that game does matter to this one. The winner of this game will face the winner of that game in the Division 7 Super Bowl. 1st and 10 at the 39. Green on the right hip of Wildfire. 2 receivers line up on each side. That includes Flaherty on the right side. Snap. Deep drop. Looks deep. Throws pass is caught. And he gets out of bounds with Flaherty.
Pass complete. Number 2,
Flaherty caught the first pass of this game from Wildfire, and that is a massive first down to set up shop at the 24, 23-yard line. Great job by Flaherty, able to get out of bounds and stop the clock. So, hey, now Cohasset can run another play.
7 seconds left. 1st and 10 coming up at the 23-yard line. That was a great job by Flaherty getting out of bounds. They come out of the huddle. Green on the right hip, 2 receivers line up on each side. Gustafson and Joyce on the right side. Snap, deep drop, looking, rolls to his right. He throws a short pass to Gus Green. He's out of bounds, And that is going to do it for the first half. 21-0 in favor of Cohasset, and the Cohasset faithful are on their feet, and rightfully so, through the first 20 minutes of this game here, through the first 24 minutes of this one. Wow.
I mean, truly amazing for Cohasset on both sides of the ball. They have been moving the offense very efficiently. The run game has been excellent, and their defense has a red zone stand and a shutout.
We have a score update. Clinton with a 14-8 lead against Amesbury late in the third quarter in that game. But that is going to do it for first half coverage. We'll be back in a few minutes with the halftime show that is brought to you by Milford Federal Bank. Do not go anywhere. We'll be back in a few minutes here on MyFM 101.3. Do not go anywhere.
Where can you find over 20 flavors of muffins, 30 fresh roasted coffees, and a full espresso bar?
It's all at the Muffin House Cafe.
With 6 convenient locations, Medway, Mendon, Hopkinton, Natick, Westwood, and Walpole, you're never far from fresh, delicious treats.
And it's not just muffins. The Muffin House Cafe has fresh-baked cakes for any occasion, breakfast and lunch sandwiches, crisp salads, quesadillas, and so much more.
Ready to check it out?
Visit muffinhousecafe.com today.
The Muffin House Cafe, not just a muffin house.
At ABC Air Heating and Cooling, we believe in hard work, on the field and in your home, serving Northbridge families with expert heating and cooling service. We're proud to sponsor this football season. Visit abcairheatingandcooling.com, where comfort wins.
We can do amazing things when we work together. That's why at Charles River Bank, we're passionate about lending a hand to help businesses of all sizes grow. From lines of credit and term loans to commercial mortgages, we offer a range of powerful lending solutions, as well as local decision-making, guidance, and support from lenders who measure their success by helping you achieve yours. Charles River Bank, personal connections, powerful solutions.
Football Game, Hometown Pride, and American Climbers serving in and around Hopkinton is right there with you. Proud sponsor of high school football and your go-to for expert tree care. Play hard, climb harder. AmericanClimbers.com.
You know that amazing feeling when you hit every green light on Main Street?
Woohoo!
Take that feeling with you when you start shopping for your new home. With a mortgage pre-approval from Milford Federal, you've got the green light to find your dream home. Why get pre-approved? Well, peace of mind, competitive edge, and savings. With your pre-approval, Milford Federal will pay for your appraisal when you find your home. And with your pre-approval in hand, it's nothing but green lights through closing. Appraisal fee to be credited at closing. New purchase, construction, or refinance customer only. Offer cannot be used in conjunction with any other discount. Offer must be confirmed with application. Valid 2/24/2025 while offer lasts. Offer subject to change at any time. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. NMLS number 465956. Visit your local branch today to get pre-approved or apply online at milfordfederal.com. This broadcast of high school sports is being brought to you in part by Oliva's Market Catering and Gourmet Gift Shop, providing quality products and exceptional service to the greater Milford community. Oliva's will make your party one your guests will never forget. Whatever your special occasion may be, a stop at Oliva's Market Catering and Gourmet Gift Shop is a must. And make sure to try Oliva's homemade sausage. Oliva's Market Catering and Gourmet Gift Shop, the freshest cold cuts in town. GNC Plumbing and Heating is proud to support our local football teams and athletes. Just like a strong defense on the field, they're here to keep your home running smoothly. Big enough to tackle any project and small enough to treat you like family. Visit GNCplumbing.com to learn more.
Mom, do I really have to wear glasses?
You do, sweetie. But don't worry, Joseph and Thomas Opticians has lots of fun frames.
Can I pick any pair I want?
Absolutely. And they'll make sure they fit just right.
Oh, they make me look super smart.
That's because you are super smart. And you'll see even better now.
Joseph and Thomas Opticians. Trusted on site. Find us at 138 South Main Street, Milford.
Are you looking for custom apparel that stands out? The Embroidery Bar in Milford is the place for businesses, families, schools, and teams who want to look sharp. Local and dependable, they've got everything from tees and jackets to cups and unique gifts.
I'm Anthony,
co-owner of the Embroidery Bar. Whatever you need, embroidery, printing, or custom gear, we'll make it happen. We're here for our community, and we're ready to work with you.
Stop by the Embroidery Bar at 208 Main Street, 2nd floor, right here in Milford. Or you can visit them online at theembroidery-bar.com. The Embroidery Bar in Milford, the local go-to for looking your best.
Hey, it's Tyler Lawton, and you can join me every weekend from 4 to 7 p.m. for the Weekend Wind Down on MyFM 101.3. I'm bringing you the greatest hits from the 80s and 90s, plus local news, pop culture updates, and a preview of what's coming up this week on MyFM. From interviews and giveaways to sports and community buzz. It's the perfect way to chill out before Monday hits. The Weekend Wind Down with Tyler Lawton every weekend from 4 to 7, only on MyFM 101.3.
Flood Fire Pro of Franklin is proud to stand with our local athletes. From floods to fire, they restore more than property, they restore peace of mind. Visit floodfirepro.com, supporting our high school football team all season long.
At Imperial Cars, we're proud to support our local schools by contributing a portion of our business proceeds to purchase notebooks, binders, pens, pencils, crayons, markers, and other classroom essentials. Our Crayon the Van initiative is providing hundreds of local students and teachers with the school supplies and classroom supplies they need for a strong start to the school year. Because every student deserves a strong start. For over 30 years, Imperial Cars has been getting your family safely down the road and driving community impact.
Medway Oil and Propane, where you, the customer, will always come first. At Medway Oil and Propane, you receive service by the best technicians in the industry, a caring staff which goes out of its way to ensure your comfort and peace of mind. Medway Oil and Propane has an A+ Better Business Bureau rating, 24-hour emergency service every day, 10 licensed and certified service technicians, automatic delivery with over 200,000 gallons of fuel storage, Medway Oil and Propane energy for every season, and much more.
Where can you find over 20 flavors of muffins, 30 fresh roasted coffees, and a full espresso bar?
It's all at the Muffin House Cafe.
With 6 convenient locations, Medway, Mendon, Hopkinton, Natick, Westwood, and Walpole, you're never far from fresh, delicious treats.
And it's not just muffins. The Muffin House Cafe has fresh-baked cakes for any occasion, breakfast and lunch sandwiches, crisp salads, quesadillas, and so much more.
Ready to check it out?
Visit muffinhousecafe.com today.
The Muffin House Cafe,
not just a muffin house.
Milford Tire and Service is not just a tire store. With years of continuous high-quality service, the folks at Milford Tire know what it takes to protect your family when it comes to high-quality, safe tires. Just before you take your family out for your next long or short summer trip, Milford Tire asks you to just take a quick walk around and check the tire tread left on your car. At Milford Tire, they do a full range of repairs, alignments, brakes, struts, shocks, and other jobs, all guaranteed. At Milford Tire, your family's safety comes first, and your cars too. Milford Tire and Service, Route 140 in Hopedale.
We welcome you into the halftime show that is brought to you by Milford Federal Bank, your community, your bank. Cohasset with a 21-0 lead over the Northbridge Rams. We welcome you to Woburn High School in Woburn, Massachusetts at Connolly Stadium. Sam Smith alongside Grant Flood. This has been a very entertaining 21-0 football game, and it's all because of Cohasset's run game so far.
Absolutely, Sam. Cohasset's run offense has just been phenomenal. Green has broken through with a couple of big runs, and obviously you had the touchdown run earlier by Mike Wildfire. That made it a 14-0 game, and Mike Wildfire really coming to play today, has a 60-yard touchdown pass in the second quarter, and it really has been all Cohasset in all phases of the ball, especially offensively.
Yeah, and the thing is, let's talk about that 60-yard pass, right? Because that was the best throw of the day so far, connecting with Hendricks Gustafson on that first play of the drive, 60 yards, 1 play, 1 score, 6 points. Plays like that are going to help Cohasset hang on and try to win this game, because now Cohasset's got to go into true clock mode. You're up 3 scores. You're not trying to you're not trying to let this game really get away from you here.
No, absolutely not. And you just have to keep that stern approach on offense where you're moving the ball downfield efficiently and you can create a splash play here or there. But now that you are up 21-0, it would probably be wise to just continue to run the ball, because, again, Green has had such an efficient day on the ground. You wouldn't want to ruin his rhythm either.
Absolutely. As the third quarter is about to get started here at Connolly Stadium here in Woburn, Massachusetts. This is going to be, what are the keys to the second half for both teams here? Let's start with Northbridge. What's the key to the second half for Northbridge?
Well, for Northbridge, it's finishing drives. They've driven down the field a couple of times. They went for it on 4th down, got stopped in the red zone. So definitely want to just try to finish drives best you can. It was the right call to go for it at 4th down. It was 21-0. Cohasset at the time, so obviously you weren't going to kick a field goal and go down 18, but definitely you want to try to just keep on finding open mans. They were letting Lashappelle throw a little bit more in the second quarter, and he got more comfortable as the quarter continued. As for Cohasset, again, just continuing to establish that run game. You were up 3 possessions. You want to kind of kill the clock, if you will, especially when the fourth quarter rolls around, if the game continues to be in this point differential. So that's what I would expect to see out of both teams.
Amesbury has tied the game against Clinton 14-14 with under 10 minutes to go in the game. Last time we checked, that number is changing by the moment. That game's coming down to the wire. The winner of this game plays the winner of this game in the Division 7 Super Bowl.
Very exciting stuff there, and what a game we have there. Seesaw matchup, as again, Cohasset just trying to keep the foot on the pedal here and just continue to cruise away with a very convincing victory. They have played great both offensively and defensively. And again, just got to continue to establish that run game and tire out this Northbridge defense.
King Philip will be playing Malden, and North Attleboro will be playing Milton. Both those games kicking off at 3 p.m. here in Massachusetts. Those games are going to be very interesting. I'm very excited to see how that North Attleboro-Milton game goes as well. That should be a very entertaining game as Cohasset's come back on the field, and they're getting warmed up and ready to go for the third quarter. That is going to do it for our Milford Federal Bank halftime show. When we come back, it will be second halftime between the Cohasset Skippers and the Northbridge Rams. Do not go anywhere. We'll be back in 30 seconds here on MyFM 101.3.
This is Paul Serpine. If you're a regular MyFM listener, you know me as the voice of Claflin Hill Symphony Orchestra, the guy who gets to stand in front of some of the best musicians in the region, wave a stick at them, and magically amazing music pours out. When I'm in front of our orchestra, I'm in my element. But when I'm in front of my oil burner at 4:30 in the morning with no heat, I'm as useful as a 6-month-old baby. I made a call to Jeffrey Mushnick and his orchestra over at Medway Oil and Propane, and what a performance by Jeffrey and his skilled technicians. Medway Oil and Propane.
Welcome back here on MyFM 101.3. It is time for the third quarter between the Cohasset Skippers and the Northbridge Rams. Sam Smith alongside Grant Flood. Glad to have you with us here on MyFM 101.3, MyFM Media's YouTube channel, and on the NFHS network. Glad to have everybody here with us here today, here in this one. It has been all Cohasset so far. 2 passing touchdowns here for Mike Wildfire to Nolan Flaherty and to Hendrick Gustafson, and a rush touchdown as well. It has been the Mike Wildfire show so far, as Northbridge coming out to kick away to Cohasset to kick off the second half here.
As we mentioned during halftime, Sam, Wildfire has the 2 touchdown passes and the touchdown run. 2 big touchdown throws. Obviously, we talked about the 60-yarder to Gustafson, but he also hit Nolan Flaherty for the first touchdown pass of the game with about 5 minutes to go in the first quarter, back when the sun was out here. But overall, very, very strong game by Mike Wildfire at this point, and I expect him to continue to play well in the second half.
Today's game is brought to you by Milford Tire Service, where your tires are their business, and by Southwick Zoo, where the family can have fun. and by American Climbers, providing quality tree care services to Central and Metro West Mass since 1996. And by GNC Plumbing and Heating, big enough to tackle the toughest jobs, small enough to treat you like family. Third quarter about to get underway. Cohasset will be going from right to left as they'll be receiving. Northbridge kicking from left to right at their own 40-yard line towards Cohasset's end zone. And the second half is about to get started. Booting away here will be Northbridge. Looks like that was Jaden Wilson on the punt, on the kick. It's going to go through the back of the end zone. And Cohasset will take over at their own 20-yard line. And there's a big, a little bit of pushing and shoving after the whistle blew. No flags came out. As it looks like a little bit of chippiness starting to come out here as the third quarter gets underway, and the fans are starting to get a little more vocal about it.
Well, you can definitely see why Northbridge is getting a little frustrated. Defense has been able to create stops, and the offense hasn't been able to respond in kind, and vice versa. So definitely understand why Northbridge is getting a little frustrated. Maybe they'll play with a little bit more tenacity in the second half.
First and 10 coming up at their own 20-yard line. With Wildfire going under center. Green in the backfield. Two receivers to the right, one to the left. Man in motion going from right to left. Snap, halfback toss. Connects with Green. And he will get maybe a yard or two. It'll be second down coming up here for Cohasset.
And again, Cohasset just wanting to continue to run that football. That time took it to the left side. Only got a couple. Right now, if you are Cohasset, you want to drain the clock with the run game.
Absolutely. As we are inside the press box here at Woburn High School at Connolly Stadium here in Woburn, Massachusetts, the neutral setting for this game between Northbridge and Cohasset. Third quarter just getting underway here on my FM 101.3. Sam Smith alongside Grant Flood. 2nd and 8 coming up for Cohasset at their own 22-yard line, going from right to left. Pass is caught there by Green, rolls his way to the outside, and he gets taken out of bounds. Big takedown there by Luke Davis and Rodney Daigle teaming up on the tackle. It's going to be third down at about 5.
Green did a good job trying to get away from the first defender, but by the time he got away from the first defender, defenders 2 and 3 were there and just pushing Green out of bounds to make it third and medium.
It's going to be 3rd and 7 at the 23-yard line here, it looks like. Running back on the left tip of Wildfire. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Fakes the handoff on 3rd down. It's going to be a keeper by Wildfire. Scrambles up the middle. First down, Cohasset. Mike Wildfire scrambles through trouble, works his way up the middle, finds the hole that the O-line creates, and moves the chains for Cohasset.
This is beautiful. I mean, he's going to run from the right, bounces back towards the middle of the field, and then gets a first down. Thanks to the left side of his offensive line doing a great job blocking, able to create those open lanes for the run game. Fantastic job by Wildfire. That's concentration.
Gain of 10 on that run. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They're moving right along here. Running back on the left tip. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Snap. Keeper again by Wildfire. Rolls his way to the outside of the near side, and he's going to get maybe a yard.
Wildfire on the rush. Davis and Murphy.
Looks like there's
was a flag.
A big hit after the play. Perhaps Cohasset a little upset with how Northbridge tackled Wildfire to the ground.
There's a flag down. The referees will come and talk about it. Amesbury and Clinton tie with 2.5 to go, tied at 14. That's a big game going on there. Winner of this game faces the winner of Amesbury Clinton. It's going to be on Northbridge.
That penalty is against Northbridge.
As the Cohasset faithful cheers and the Northbridge faithful sharing their displeasure. Ball will be placed all the way up to the 49-yard line here for Cohasset.
Actually going to be spotted at the
47.
47-yard line.
First and 10 from the 47.
At the 47-yard line here as the clock continues to tick. Just over 9 minutes to go in the third quarter. Man in motion, rolls from right to left, handoff to Green. He gets a nice hole. He's down and across the 45-yard line. Gus Green keeps moving things right along in the Cohasset faithful, making some noise here in Woburn.
Gus Green picking up a gain of 9 on that one. Strong run down the left side. And he has been getting the brunt of work in the carry game for this Cohasset team. And he's earned it. Has a 200-yard performance earlier this season.
2nd and 1 at the 44. As Wildfire's under center, Green in the backfield. Receiver on each side. Green gets the handoff again. First down at about the 40-yard line. That's a few-yard gain, and that'll move the chains for Cohasset.
Nice run, able to follow blockers. Green is so good in finding the holes that his offensive linemen create.
1st and 10 coming up at the 40-yard line. And Grant, the Cohasset offense is mainly just, on this drive, just running the football, and it's worked.
It has worked. They are chewing time off the clock, and they have continued to move the change, picking up a couple of first downs.
Snap. Handoff to Green again up the middle. And he'll get about 4. It'll be 2nd and 6 coming up at the 36.
Handoff to Green.
Good handoff with a gain of 4. They'll give him 3 or 4 on that one.
They're actually going to give him 3, so it'll be 2nd and 7 coming up at the 37. There is a minute to go in that Amesbury-Clinton game, and we are still tied at 14. That is an unreal finish going on. The winner of that game will face the winner of this game here in the Division 7 Super Bowl.
With a minute remaining, Amesbury and Clinton are tied at 14.
2nd and 7 at the 37. Mike Wildfire, the snap, the toss to Green. And he'll get across the 35 and thrown down at about the 31, maybe the 32-yard line.
We've seen a lot of inside runs for Gus Green that time. It's a halfback toss. Green able to take it to the right side and is able to pick up 5 yards.
At the 32.
3rd and 2 at the 32-yard line here coming up. And if I'm Cohasset, I'm not switching up anything because the run right now is working on every single play that Cohasset's run here on this drive.
Oh, absolutely.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
And you can't fix it right now.
Running back on the left tip, that's Green. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Keeper by Wildfire. First down at about the 26-yard line.
Wildfire on the keeper.
Cohasset has killed off half the time in this third quarter just by running the football. And it's a good change of pace to get Wildfire involved, keep his juices loose as well, as we are in, 40-degree weather today. So very good to keep Wildfire ready to go, but it's also good to see Green continuing to get those carries and continuing to get those chunk yardage plays that helps Cohasset convert first downs on 2nd and 3rd down.
This has been a 6-minute drive for Cohasset, and it has been mainly almost all runs, and it's been working well. 1st and 10 at the Northbridge 26. Green gets maybe a yard, gets thrown down. And a push-up for good measure. There from Michael Murphy on the tackle, and Northbridge with a little bit of a celebration after that tackle, and it's going to be 2nd and 8 at the 24. It's a gain of 2 on that run for Green.
And Murphy's had a strong day. He's able to get the tackle there, and he's returned a couple of kick returns out to around the 35-40-yard line. So very good day overall for Murphy. I think he earned that tackle.
Get out of the huddle. One receiver on each side, running back in the backfield. Fakes the snap, maybe fakes the handoff. Throws on the far side, it's caught. The first pass attempt of the drive, it connects with Nolan Flaherty, and it'll move the chains. It's going to be another Cohasset first down, and they're going to be spawning it at the 11-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 11.
This is just smart football. I mean, once the run game begins to slow down a little bit, you hit the defense with a play action. Good throw from Wildfire over to Flaherty, and the ball is placed at the 11-yard line.
This has almost been an 8-minute drive, just over 4 minutes to play in the third quarter. Cohasset's had the ball the entire quarter. Back in I formation. Snap. It's going to be Green on the run again. And he's going to be down inside the 5-yard line. Gus Green pushes his way through, and he's fired up over on the Cohasset side. It'll be a gain of about 7. It'll be 2nd and 3 coming up at the 4.
Rams defense does not have a response to this rushing attack from Cohasset, and they've pretty much just ran the ball with Green all drive outside of the one run and the one throw from Wildfire. They've ran with Green every other play.
2nd and 3 at the 4. Snap, the handoff to Green. He's in, touchdown, Cohasset. Gus Green. And it is 27-0 Cohasset.
Green deserved that touchdown. After all the work he put in that drive, he better have gotten the ball at the goal line, and that was a 4-yard rushing touchdown for Green. Absolutely deserved to put the cherry on top of the ice cream of that drive.
Roach will kick away the extra point. We're going to keep it here after this score as we have an update on the Amesbury-Clinton game. Snap, kick is up, it's good, 28-0 Cohasset. We have a score update. Amesbury takes the lead with 10 seconds to go, 20-14 with 10 seconds left. The 2-point conversion attempt, no good. 20-14 Amesbury in the final seconds of that game going on.
Amesbury, wow, what a game there. 20-14 with 10 seconds left. That is amazing stuff there. Of course, if they hold on the final 10 seconds, they will face the winner of this game in the Division 7 championship, and right now it looks like Cohasset is in cruise control to keep their spot.
Senior quarterback Justin Dubé scored that touchdown on a QB draw. So that's going to be a massive finish to that one. The 2-point attempt for Amesbury was no good. It's still 20-14. Jack Roach will be kicking this one away from right to left. A squib kick. It's a ground ball pretty much. Oh, it's trouble with it, and Cohasset hops on it. Wow. Trouble on the return, and it's recovered there by Will Santacroce.
And that is exactly why you tried the squib kick, because when the receiver, or rather, when the returner is running towards the ball, you're hoping one extra bounce throws them off. That's exactly what happens. Bounces off the Northbridge returner's fingertips, and jumping right on top of it is Cohasset, and they will set up shop at the 30-yard line after milking the first 7 minutes of this quarter.
So it'll be 1st and 10 coming up at the 30-yard line for Cohasset. After a successful squib kick, it was pretty much a ground ball, was picked up off the fumble from Murphy.
That's the
flag comes out. Sorry to cut you off, Grant. Flag comes out. We'll see what the call is. Northbridge was pointing in the Cohasset direction.
The kickoff was the...
It's going to be on Cohasset. It'll back things up here.
That kickoff was the equivalent of a ball straight to the shortstop. in baseball, and just
Pretty
couldn't
much.
be able to handle it. Was the return man. Jumping on top of it was Cohasset Special Teams, which has been phenomenal today. Got the fake punt in the second quarter and have made all the extra points up to this point.
1st and 15 coming up at the 35. They give it to Green again on the handoff. Breaks a couple of tackles. He's down at about the 25.
And now you got to think Northbridge's defense is absolutely exhausted.
Yes, they are. They absolutely are, as another flag came out in the backfield behind the play. Let's see what they call here. The referees are going to talk about it here.
Holding against Cohasset.
So they'll back things up even more.
Back things up even more, and I still think Cohasset's going to stick with the run game.
Yes, they are. It'll be 1st and 25 coming up at the 45. 2nd and 25, excuse me, coming up at the 45-yard line. Nope, they're going to say it is first down. Okay.
1st and 25 at the 45.
1st and 25. Green's going to run it up the middle, gets about 3 or 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down here. That game is over. Amesbury beats Clinton 20-14. Amesbury advances. Amesbury will advance to the Super Bowl. They win 20-14 final.
Amesbury has beaten Clinton.
Amazing finish.
And advances to the D7 championship, awaiting the winner of
Congratulations to Amesbury on a hard-fought 6-point victory.
2nd and 22 at the 42-yard line. Need to reach the 20 for a first down. Green in the backfield with Wildfire under center. The toss to Green, gets a block, and he tries to break a tackle. He does, and he keeps it moving. Oh my goodness, he's a monster. He is down across the 33-yard line. That is a gain of 9 on 2nd and 22. Gus Green just will not go down.
Green shrugged off 3 tacklers and is able to get a 10-yard run all the way out to the 33. And even though it's 3rd and 12, I do not think Cohasset is discouraged much. They have dominated this third quarter with the run game. Only 1 pass for Mike Wildfire all third quarter, and even that was a completion. This offense is just on another level right now.
King Philip and Malden and North Attleboro and Milton are kicking off right now. We'll keep you updated on those games down the stretch here in this one. 28-0 Cohasset with 1:15 to go in the third quarter here on MyFM 101.3 and Division 7 Final Four coverage. The toss over to Green on 3rd and 12. Rolls his way to the outside, and he's not going to get far. Oh, well, he might get some yards there. He'll be down at about the 26.
It's just amazing how you think Green, okay, well, there's no room for him to run, and then he just barrels over 1 or 2 defenders and is able to pick up another 2 or 3 yards on his carries. Truly amazing stuff.
And we'll see what they decide to do here on 4th and 6 with 30 seconds to go in the quarter. This has been... Cohasset has had the ball the entire third quarter.
Yes, they have. The only time Northbridge has touched the ball was when they muffed the kickoff a few minutes ago.
4th and 6 coming up. Looking at trying to draw them off sides here. 10 seconds to go in the quarter. And they stop play. Timeout called by Cohasset with 9 seconds to go in the quarter.
Yeah, if you're Cohasset, why not try to call a timeout and strategize something? The run game has been working. It's 4th and 6. Do you rely on a slow... Green's still playing great, but he is slowing down a little bit this drive. Do you want to rely on him to get the first down? Do you want Wildfire to throw the ball? A couple of interesting decisions, but I would go for it here because you could certainly put this game on thin ice with a first down conversion.
4th and 6 here at the Northbridge 26-yard line. This Northbridge defense has been out there all third quarter, besides 2 plays, both the kicks in this quarter, both the kickoffs in this quarter. First one was Northbridge kicking away to Cohasset to start the quarter, and then Cohasset kicked it to Northbridge. They muffed the kickoff return, and then Cohasset got the ball right back. Offense coming back out here on 4th and 6 with 9 seconds left in the quarter. This could be the last play of the third quarter.
Also for Cohasset, you have nothing to lose. Not only are you up by 4 possessions, but you're in no man's land at the 26-yard line.
Running back on the left hip, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Gets the snap, looks over the middle, pass is incomplete. He was intending for Flaherty, and he could not convert, and Northbridge, with 4 seconds to go in the third quarter, will finally get possession here in the third quarter.
This is amazing. Have you ever seen a game where a team only had 1 offensive play all quarter? I mean, this is remarkable.
That is a clock management masterclass from Cohasset. Final play of the third quarter. Northbridge will finally get possession here. Lashappelle, after the longest break he's had of his career, gets the snap, runs it up the middle. There is Daigle. He's taken down. I believe that was Noah Rafferty who got in there on the tackle.
Anthony Simone with the tackle.
Well, that will wrap things up for quarter number 3, 28-0. Still Cohasset's run game dominating in this one.
It has indeed. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back in 60 seconds here on MyFM 101.3. Do not go anywhere.
You know that amazing feeling when you hit every green light on Main Street? Woohoo! Take that feeling with you when you start shopping for your new home. With a mortgage pre-approval from Milford Federal, you've got the green light to find your dream home. Why get pre-approved? Well, peace of mind, competitive edge, and savings. With your pre-approval, Milford Federal will pay for your appraisal when you find your home. And with your pre-approval in hand, it's nothing but green lights through closing. Appraisal fee to be credited at closing. New purchase, construction, or refinance customer only. Offer cannot be used in conjunction with any other discounts. Offer must be confirmed with application. Valid 2/24/2025 while offer lasts. Offer subject to change at any time. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender. NMLS number 465956. Visit your local branch today to get pre-approved or apply online at milfordfederal.com.
We are back here on MyFM 101.3. The fourth quarter about to get underway between Cohasset and Northbridge. Cohasset with a 28-0 lead. Northbridge finally getting possession. They ran 1 play in the third quarter. It was a run up the middle for no gain. So 2nd and 10 coming up at the 26-yard line. Fakes the handoff. Lashappelle throws. Pass caught. It's caught by Coughlin, and a nice takedown there by Wildfire getting in there. Quarterback also playing deep back as well. He comes through.
Number 1 tackles number 1, and Wildfire comes in like a bullet against Matt Coughlin and brings him down immediately. No gain on the play.
10 from the 26.
3rd and 10 coming up at the 26-yard line. 2 plays so far on this drive for Northbridge. No yards to show for it. They've done a run and a pass. Both have been complete, but no yards as of yet. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Nobody in the backfield with Lashappelle. Gets the snap. Looks. Has to scramble. Jumping throw. It's caught. What a play, and it's caught there by Rogozensky.
Pass complete to number
Rogozensky once again completing a 3rd and long, and a great throw there from Lashappelle, able to sense the pressure, steps up in the pocket, jumps up, and is able to complete a 12-yard throw. Very impressive stuff.
Ball spotted at the 39-yard line. Gain of 13 on that pass. Completion there to Rogozensky. Lashappelle rolls to his right, out of trouble. Throws. Pass is caught there by Kevin DiMuzio.
DiMuzio does a great job, able to jump up against the corner. And a nice toe tap and grab to make it 2nd and manageable.
Ball spotted at the 46-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 3 coming up here for Northbridge. Big 2nd and 3 coming up here. Snap, Lashappelle. Trouble. Gets rid of it. Hits the ground. It's incomplete.
Pass is incomplete. Intended for Robbie Daigle.
Was intended for Daigle and could not convert. It's 3rd and 3 coming up.
And Lashappelle took a hit as he released the football. It falls incomplete. And I think the Northbridge faithful a little upset there wasn't a flag called after the ball was out of Lashappelle's hands.
3rd and 3 coming up here. I think they wanted a roughing the passer on Lashappelle, who got knocked down hard after getting rid of the football. Did not get the call from the officials.
They definitely wanted it, and I definitely understand why they wanted it. The hit was maybe a second too late, but it didn't look like anything egregious to me.
3rd and 3 at the 46-yard line. Minute and a half into the 4th quarter. Northbridge looking for something. Snap. Looks. Throws to his right. Pass caught by DiMuzio. First down, Northbridge. As he gets out of bounds on the far sideline.
That's how Northbridge responds. That's the 2nd, 3rd down they've converted on this drive. Great job by Kevin DiMuzio to make the reception, get the first down, and move the chains.
As they are now into Cohasset territory. 1st and 10 coming up at the 46. Lashappelle gets the play call from the sideline. Big crowd here today, here at Woburn High School, here in Woburn, Mass, for this big Final Four matchup here in the Division 7 semifinal. Winner will face Amesbury in the Division 7 Super Bowl. Throws, pass caught on 1st and 10, and it's going to be a gain of about 5, maybe 4. It was Rogozensky who caught that one.
Gain of 5. 2nd and 5.
Ball spotted at the Cohasset 41.
Rogozensky has done a lot of work today as a running back, getting out and picking up those 5-6 yard chunk plays, but he's done a good job in doing so.
2nd and 5. Fakes, he pumps. Deep ball downfield. Lashappelle airs it out. It is incomplete. Was looking for DiMuzio. Good defense. It was broken up by Mike Owens. And it's going to be 3rd and 5. What a try. What a ball by Lashappelle. Just couldn't connect there was DiMuzio.
Yeah, and this is a good throw from Lashappelle all the way down the left side, and great man-on-man coverage there from Mike Owens, able to knock it away at the last second, preventing the completion and setting up a 3rd down.
3rd and 5 coming up at the 41. Snap. Fakes the handoff. Lashappelle deep ball down the far sideline. He's got his man. It's DiMuzio. He's down just short of the end zone. He's down at the goal line. A gain of 40. It'll be 1st and goal, literally.
Yeah, 1st and goal at the 1. Great job by DiMuzio. Lashappelle's been getting more comfortable throwing the ball all second half, and that time finally able to hit that deep completion down the right sideline. 1st and goal at the 1 to go for the Rams.
It's a big play here. 1st and goal at the 1. Lashappelle looking to keep it himself. He's in. Touchdown, Rams. Joel Lashappelle kept it himself, and he gets 6.
Touchdown scored by number 5, Joel Lashappelle.
It's 28-6.
Lashappelle does a great job 1 yard out. Quarterback calls his own number. Give it to myself, he says, and goes up that right side for the touchdown. He had to earn it, but he got it. And finally, Northbridge breaks the shutout.
And it looks like they're going to try to go for 2 here. Oh, no, never mind. They're going to go for 1. They're going to go for the extra point attempt. Coming up, kicking this one will be Jaden Wilson. Snap, kick, way through the uprights. That would have been good from about 35 yards. That's good. It's 28-7. When we come back in 30 seconds, Cohasset will get the ball here. We'll be back here on MyFM 101.3.
Do you want your business, team, or family to look their best? Head to the Embroidery Bar in Milford, your local shop for custom embroidery and t-shirt design. From shirts to hats, cups to flasks, if you can dream it, they can stitch it.
I'm John, co-owner of the Embroidery Bar. We're right here in Milford, and we love helping local schools, teams, and businesses show off their pride. Big or small, we've got you covered.
Stop by the Embroidery Bar at 208 Main Street, 2nd floor, right here in Milford. Or you can visit them online at theembroidery-bar.com. The Embroidery Bar in Milford, the local go-to for looking your best.
Welcome back here on MyFM 101.3, 28-7 in favor of Cohasset here against Northbridge. Northbridge getting a huge drive, that 40-yard pass there connecting with DeMuzio, and it leads to the score for Joe Lashappelle.
Lashappelle was able to get the 1-yard rushing touchdown after completing that huge 40-yard throw to Kevin DeMuzio. He was looking for DeMuzio the previous play down the left sideline. It fell incomplete. And then he hit him again the next play down the right side. Huge drive for Northbridge. Now they need a defensive stop before they can really think about sparking a comeback here.
Watch out for an onside kick. That's going to be a line drive kick. It's going to roll all the way back to about the 4. And it's going to be returned there by Gustafson. He breaks a couple of tackles and he's down at about the 14-yard line. And this is where Cohasset will take over.
And Cohasset had just had a dominant third quarter. All but one snap offensively was run by Cohasset. They just continued to run the ball with Gus Green. Wildfire went 1 for 2 passing in the quarter. And just overall a very efficient offensive game plan for the Skippers. They look to most likely try to run out this clock and come away with the victory.
1st and 10 coming up. Ball is actually going to be spotted at the 17-yard line.
Correction, ball is on the 17-yard line.
Northbridge fans trying to urge them along for a stop. Running back in the backfield, man in motion, 1 receiver on each side. Snap, handoff to Green, and he is going to maybe get a yard or so. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, now Northbridge knows that the run is coming, and how are you going to stop Green while you try to stack up the box and you try to make sure he does not get past the initial line of scrimmage.
2nd and 9 coming up at the 18-yard line. Here the fans running around. 8 minutes to go in the 4th. 2nd and 9 coming up. 1 receiver on each side, running back in the backfield behind Wildfire. That's Gus Green. Draining out as much clock as they can. Man in motion. Snap. Handoff to Green again. Gets a hole, and he breaks a couple of defenders. He's going to be down at about the 44. Gain of 26 for Green on that run. 1st down, Cohasset.
And Green does a great job finding that patience. Look at his footwork. Just slow, and then the second he sees the open gap, he just shoots for it. An amazing run. And this is Cohasset's bread and butter, getting that run game established and starting to chew time off the clock.
They're actually going to give him 27 on that. 1st and 10 at the 45 coming up here for Cohasset. Receiver on each side, man in the backfield. Got to remember, Gus Green is a senior. Snap, handoff to Green again, breaks the tackle, pushes his way through, and he's across the 50.
Tough run there, lowers the shoulder. Great job picking up a few yards there.
And now it's going to be 2nd and 4. They're going to spot it at the 49-yard line, a gain of 6.
4 at the Northbridge 49.
As they're getting the play call from the sideline here. 2nd and 4 at the 49. Man in the backfield, one receiver on each side. Man motioning from right to left. Snap. Handoff to Green. He breaks through, and he is gone. Gus Green, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Cohasset. Gus Green has his second rushing touchdown of the afternoon, and Cohasset extends their lead. It's 34-7.
What can Gus Green not do? Tremendous job, able to find the open hole down the right side, and he just took off again. Once he finds that open lane, he turns on the afterburners. Huge touchdown run for Gus Green to put this one out of reach.
And Cohasset 6 minutes away from playing Amesbury in the Division 7 Super Bowl. High snap, kick is up, extra point attempt is good. 35-7 here in favor of Cohasset. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back here in 30 seconds here on MyFM 101.3. Do not go anywhere.
Are you thinking about buying a new car or maybe looking to refinance an existing car loan? At Homefield Credit Union, we offer competitive rates on new car purchases as well as car loan refinancing. And with our Auto Advisor program, Homefield Credit Union can help you get a fair and competitive price on a new or used vehicle while financing directly with the credit union. Homefield Credit Union, banking with a Homefield advantage. Stop by or call today, 508-839-5493, 138 South Main Street in Milford and at 86 Worcester Street in North Grafton.
The fans here are cheering here at Woburn High School because Gus Green just made a little bit of Cohasset history. He is now the all-time scoring leader with 27 touchdowns in school history. Congratulations to Gus Green on that accomplishment.
Well, Sam, he is also committed to Gettysburg College to pursue a lacrosse obviously plays lacrosse here at Cohasset as well, so a big year for Gus Green, not only football-wise, but academically as well.
This kick return is down at about the 35-yard line, returned there by Mason Mon. And this is where Northbridge will take over, trying to salvage something here out of this game. Congratulations to Gus Green on that. Thank you to one of the coaches of Cohasset for letting us know of that information. That's amazing. Congratulations to Gus on that accomplishment.
Again, Green scoring his 27th touchdown of the season, setting a new Cohasset school record for touchdown score in the season. So he has been amazing tonight, and he has more than earned that record.
1st and 10, Lashappelle pumps. He's in trouble, and he's taken down. He's taken down there by Ronan Kearney. Number 57 there for Cohasset.
Ronan Kearney, the senior D lineman, 6'1", 200 pounds, and does a great job getting the sack on Lashappelle there. He tried to step up in the pocket. He got taken down.
2nd and 12 coming up at the 33-yard line here for Northbridge. As once again, we want to remind you that we're going to have post-game coverage of this one that will be brought to you by Milford Nissan and Milford Nissan Collision Center coming up during the post-game show. As it's 35-7 Cohasset. 2nd and 12. Throw, pass, almost caught there by D'Alfonso, but it's incomplete. It'll be 3rd down and 12 as that pass from Lashappelle was intended on the near side for D'Alfonso. He got a right hand on it, just couldn't bring it in.
Tough throw, thrown a little behind. 3rd and long coming up here for Northbridge.
And we'll see what they do here on 3rd and 12. 5:15 to go on the 4th. Cohasset, barring a major collapse, is on their way. Will be most likely heading to the Division 7 championship game against Amesbury. Snap. Pumps is Lashappelle. Rolls to his right. He's going to keep it himself. Gets across the 1st down marker, and he's out of bounds. Lashappelle, good heads up football there. He kept it himself, and he'll be across the the 50-yard line. He's going to be at the 48-yard line. That is a gain of about almost 20 yards.
And Lashappelle did a great job. It's 3rd and 12, so you have to come up with something. Finds the open lane and is able to get about an 18, 19-yard run there. Very impressive.
1st and 10 coming up at the 48. Lashappelle gets the snap. Trouble immediately, and he's taken down there by Dan Baker.
Quarterback sacked by number 55, Dan Baker.
Second drive for the Skippers this drive.
Second sack for this drive anyway.
Yep. As Kearney got the first one there, and now Dan Baker, who has had a strong game defensively, has a few tackles to his name already this afternoon, and will culminate his afternoon with a sack on the play.
21 at the Northbridge 41-yard line.
2nd and 21 here. That is a loss of 11 on that. 2nd and 21 coming up at their own 41. It's going to be a handoff to Daigle. He's going to get a nice gain. He's across the 45. He's down at the opposing 41. A gain of 20. And that is a big gain there. That's going to be a 3rd down and about 3.
I don't know why that's a smart play call, because you're coming off the sack. The offense went no huddle, so you do an inside handoff. A lot of players for Cohasset are back, gets the handoff and gets the run.
3rd and 3. Lashappelle throws over the middle, caught. 1st down. It's DeMuzio. He's taken down at about the 37. Malden with a 7-6 lead on King Philip in that game. We'll be waiting on the score update of Milton and North Attleboro. Once we get that, we'll get that over to you here on MyFM 101.3. But Cohasset with a 35-7 lead here on Northbridge. 3.5 to go in this one. Lashappelle gets the snap, deep drop, throws it. He lost the football, but it's recovered. They're going to say it's incomplete. They're going to say it was incomplete down that right there, and Lashappelle is down.
Lashappelle slow to get up after he took a heavy hit. The ball will fall incomplete, as now the coaching staff and trainers go out to attend to him.
3:24 to go here in the 4th quarter. Lashappelle helped to his feet. Gets a nice hand from the crowd. He's going to walk off the field now. And we'll see who will come out to help Lashappelle, to take over for the offense for Lashappelle here for Northbridge. It's going to be listed on their roster either Mason Mon, Evan Lashappelle, his younger brother, or Brady Dorenzo, and it looks like it's going to be Mason Mon, the junior. He'll be coming out to play quarterback here. 3:24 to go. Mason Mon is out there for the first time on offense. 2 receivers on each side, the running back on the right hip. Mon gets the snap, deep drop, throws. He's going to throw it deep down the field. It is caught! Touchdown, Kevin DeMuzio! He comes in the game off the bench on the score sheet. Touchdown, Northbridge.
Northbridge touchdown.
Mason Mon, have yourself an afternoon. First play that you take off the bench for the offense results in a huge touchdown throw to cut this deficit down. What a great throw. And again, great job by, I believe it was DeMuzio, getting behind the defense.
Yeah, that was Kevin DeMuzio, the senior wide receiver. And it looks like they are going to try for 2. Lashappelle back out there. 1 play is all he needed. They're going to go for 2. Lashappelle keeps it himself, and he gets 2. 2-point conversion is good, and it's 35-15 with 3:16 to go here in the 4th quarter. We'll be right back here on MyFM 101.3 in 30 seconds. It's 35-15 in favor of Cohasset.
At Imperial Cars, we're proud to support our local schools by contributing a portion of our business proceeds to purchase notebooks, binders, pens, pencils, crayons, markers, and other classroom essentials. Our Cran the Van initiative is providing hundreds of local students and teachers with the school supplies and classroom supplies they need for a strong start to the school year. Because every student deserves a strong start. For over 30 years, Imperial Cars has been getting your family safely down the road and driving community impact.
Welcome back here on My FM 101.3. 35-15 is the score in favor of Cohasset over Northbridge, but a nice play. One play for Mason Mon coming in as the backup QB, and he gets a nice throw down the field for a touchdown, and it brings Northbridge within 3 possessions. They're going to do it for an onside kick, and it's trouble here. It's trouble, and it's going to be recovered by Northbridge, I believe. Yes! It's going to be recovered there by Saxon Zona, number 18, and Northbridge takes over.
Saxton Zona, the 5'6" senior wide receiver, able to jump on top of the loose ball. Both teams were able to recover kickoffs today. And here's the chance for Northbridge to really cut in this deficit and make it a 2-possession game. Don't say it's too late, ladies and gentlemen.
Michael Joyce, Mike Owens having trouble on that one, and it's recovered there by Saxon Zona. Northbridge takes over, 1st and 10 at the Cohasset 37. Lashappelle out there, gets the snap on 1st and 10 on the near hash. He throws to his right. It's incomplete for Daigle. They're going to whistle it down immediately. It's going to be incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10 coming up.
And this is how you should have been playing earlier if you were Northbridge, because now the offense is humming in this 4th quarter. Again, after barely touching it all 3rd quarter, they are making their possessions count now.
2nd and 10 coming up at the 37-yard line. Besides Northbridge and Cohasset gear, I'm seeing a lot of Bruins gear here today here at Woburn High School. Bruins picking up a late night victory against the Kings out in LA last night. Morgan Geeky, he has arrived.
He's amazing for the Bruins.
2nd and 10 at the 37. Lashappelle throws over the middle, deflected. It is incomplete, they're going to say. They're going to say it hit the ground first. It was Michael Joyce who hopped on it, and they're going to rule it incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10 coming up.
Yep, it was Nolan Flaherty who dove out and tried to get the interception, but the ball clearly bounced off the ground into Flaherty's hands, so ball falls incomplete and stops the clock.
3rd and 10 at the 37-yard line. Shout out to all of those watching live on YouTube right now. There is 78 people watching on YouTube right now. 3rd and 10. Lashappelle on the near side, deflected, double deflection, incomplete again, out of the hands of D'Alfonso. 4th and 10 coming up.
Oh, that's like a volleyball rally where it bounces off of Daigle's hands first, and then you try to give it to D'Alfonso, and it bounces off of his hands before hitting the ground. And again, good play by Lashappelle, able to roll out to his left and able to put up a pretty good ball on that throw.
If you're watching on the MyFM Media YouTube channel, hit the like button and subscribe for more content coming up. We're going to have some great content coming up for the finish of this football season, basketball season coming up, hockey season coming up. I'm going to be one of the main voices of hockey coming up. It'll be a lot of fun.
Absolutely. Excited to hopefully join you for some hockey games in the winter.
4th and 10. Lashappelle scrambles to his right, back to his left. Double coverage, gets rid of it. It is caught. And it's going to be caught by Coughlin, but they're going to say he was down because in high school, when your knees are down, regardless of where you are, the play ends. And Cohasset will take over on downs.
What an effort by Coughlin. He fell down a little too early. He was expecting a bullet pass and instead got a little floater, so he was able to make the reception, but he couldn't get back up, obviously, because same as college rules, once your knee is down, you can't advance the ball. And so Cohasset with a chance to round out the final 2:42 in this one.
Shout out to Ty McCormick back in the MyFM studios in Milford for hitting the like button and on the YouTube live stream. He should do that. You should do that too.
Well, I would hope you would like your own producing work, Ty. I mean, you've been killing it all day.
1st and 10 at the 33. Cohasset will just run the football. It's Green, and he will get about 7 or 8 yards on that. It'll be 2nd down coming up.
Green continuing to plow over these Northbridge defenders. He has had a tremendous day.
Gain of 9. 2nd and 1 from the 42.
It's going to be actually a gain of 9 on that, so there'll be 2nd and 1 coming up at the 42-yard line. Coming up here with 2:07 to go. Cohasset just trying to drain the clock here. 2 minutes left. Cohasset on their way to the Division 7 championship. Will be taking on Amesbury in that one. 2nd and 1. Keeper. Where are they going to spot it? Is it going to be a first? It'll be a 1st down. First down coming up here for Cohasset.
It's been light work this second half for Mike Wildfire, but the few times he has been able to control his plays, he has made it count with a completion and a couple of important QB runs. This one, QB sneak to put the bow on top of the present.
And it looks like they're probably going to go into victory formation here. They will kneel the ball. Minute 10 to go. One more kneel down, and Cohasset will go to the Division 7 championship. $50 seconds to go in this one. One more kneel is all it will take. In victory formation. They're going to down it. And that's it. The Cohasset Skippers are playing in the Division 7 championship game.
The final score at the end of the game, the Cohasset Skippers 35, the Northbridge Rams 15. Cohasset has advanced to the Division 7 championship game to be played at Gillette Stadium against Amesbury.
They will be playing against Amesbury at Gillette Stadium. And you got to feel for this Northbridge team, you got to feel for Coach Ken Lashappelle. His final season, that is the final football game he will ever coach.
Yeah, and 50 years of hard work and dedication to this football program. Obviously not the result you wanted, and obviously not the way you wanted. Such a heroic tenure to end, but overall he has nothing to hang his hat on, and I definitely think this Northbridge program is in a good spot heading into next season. A very impressive showing for them here in the playoffs.
The game will either be on December 4th, December 5th, or December 6th is what we're getting word of. So Cohasset advances. They will take on Amesbury in the Division 7 state championship game. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, it will be the post-game show. Do not go anywhere here on MyFM 101.3. Do not go anywhere.
Don't be fooled by the name Pepperoncini's Pizzeria. It's not just pizza. Pepperoncini's Pizzeria and Grill at East Main Street in Milford is a family restaurant with a full menu for your full family. From their great tasting appetizers to game time wings on the bone tossed in a multitude of different flavors. Pepperoncini's offers catering for all corporate events as well as private parties. For the best pizza in the Milford area, it's Pepperoncini's. Bring the family to Pepperoncini's Pizzeria and Grill. You won't leave hungry. Gluten-free pizza on the menu.
Want to make your event unforgettable? Let the 101.3 MyFM event marketing team bring the energy and excitement. Whether it's a festival, corporate event, or community celebration, we've got you covered with live broadcasts, DJ equipment, rentals, and more.
We'll work with you to create a custom bundle that fits your needs. Visit myfmtoday.com and fill out our EMT request form. Let's make your next big occasion one to remember. Together with MyFM.
Have you been to Galliford's Restaurant and Tavern at Southwick Zoo in Mendon? The Brewer family welcomes you to enjoy their delicious, freshly prepared entrees. Galliford's is not just a restaurant, but a culinary experience, featuring family-style New England comfort food. Check out the Daniels Room, a private function room to accommodate any occasion needed, even a wedding on the grounds of the zoo. The holiday season is waiting for you at the zoo. Go to Southwick Zoo's website to check the date and times of the all-new holiday experience. Make Southwick Zoo and Galliford's a holiday tradition.
Do you want your business, team, or family to look their best? Head to the Embroidery Bar in Milford, your local shop for custom embroidery and t-shirt design. From shirts to hats, cups to flasks, if you can dream it, they can stitch it.
I'm John, co-owner of the Embroidery Bar. We're right here in Milford, and we love helping local schools, teams, and businesses show off their pride. Big or small, we've got you covered.
Stop by the Embroidery Bar at 208 Main Street, 2nd floor, right here in Milford. Or you can visit them online at theembroidery-bar.com. The Embroidery Bar in Milford, the local go-to for looking your best.
You know that amazing feeling when you hit every green light on Main Street?
Woohoo!
Take that feeling with you when you start shopping for your new home. With a mortgage pre-approval from Milford Federal, you've got the green light to find your dream home. Why get pre-approved? Well, peace of mind, competitive edge, and savings. With your pre-approval, Milford Federal will pay for your appraisal when you find your home. And with your pre-approval in hand, it's nothing but green lights through closing. Appraisal fee to be credited at closing. New purchase, construction, or refinance customer only. Offer cannot be used in conjunction with any other discounts. Offer must be confirmed with application. Valid 2/24/2025 while offer lasts. Offer subject to change at any time. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender. NMLS number 465956. Visit your local branch today to get pre-approved or apply online at milfordfederal.com.
This high school broadcast is being sponsored in part by All Temps Systems. At All Temps, they deliver the highest level of quality for your comfort. Experienced technicians, customer-first mindset, and upfront pricing, all at All Temps. They service all brands and are licensed and fully insured on all services performed. Have All Temps service all of your home comfort needs for you and your family. All Temps is your #1 team. All Temps Systems, Pond Street in Milford.
At ABC Air Heating and Cooling, we believe in hard work on the field and in your home, serving Northbridge families with expert heating and cooling service. We're proud to sponsor this football season. Visit abcairheatingandcooling.com, where comfort wins.
Modern Design and Build out of Holliston is proud to sponsor your local high school football team. From dream kitchens to stunning home additions, we build it right here in your community. Visit designbuildmodern.com to book a free estimate and let's build something great together.
Don't be fooled by the name Pepperoncini's Pizzeria. It's not just pizza. Pepperoncini's Pizzeria and Grill at East Main Street in Milford is a family restaurant with a full menu for your full family. From their great tasting appetizers to game time wings on the bone tossed in a multitude of different flavors. Pepperoncini's offers catering for all corporate events as well as private parties. For the best pizza in the Milford area, it's Pepperoncini's. Bring the family to Pepperoncini's Pizzeria and Grill. You won't leave hungry. Gluten-free pizza on the menu.
Whoa! Oh.
Oops, sorry.
That's fine, honey.
Mom, I'm home from practice, and I brought the whole team.
Oh, the floor. Okay, that's great. No, that's great.
Hey, honey. Can you believe all the rain?
Oh, we need new floors.
Milford Hardwood, South Main Street, Milford. Your hardwood flooring professionals with a large selection of hardwood flooring to meet your budget. Pick up a sample today.
Milford Regional Rehabilitation and Sports Medicine offers physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, and sports medicine services at convenient appointment hours in Milford, Franklin, and Northbridge. To learn more, visit milfordregional.org/rehab. UMass Memorial Health Milford Regional is committed to providing exceptional healthcare services to our community with dignity, compassion, and respect.
Milford Tire and Service is not just a tire store. With years of continuous high-quality service, the folks at Milford Tire know what it takes to protect your family when it comes to high-quality, safe tires. Just before you take your family out for your next long or short summer trip, Milford Tire asks you to just take a quick walk around and check the tire tread left on your car. At Milford Tire, they do a full range of repairs, alignments, brakes, struts, shocks, and other jobs, all guaranteed. At Milford Tire, your family's safety comes first, and your cars too. Milford Tire and Service, Route 140 in Hopedale.
Welcome to our post-game show that is brought to you by Milford Nissan and Milford Nissan Collision Center. At your service, customer-focused and ready to help. Cohasset with a 35-15 win over Northbridge. They are advancing to the Division 7 Super Bowl, going to be played at Gillette Stadium in a couple weeks. How do you think Cohasset's feeling right now?
Cohasset has all the momentum in the world right now, Sam, and they had a dominant day offensively, especially from their quarterbacks, Mike Wildfire, and their running back, Gus Green, both having phenomenal days.
I think an underrated part of this game was the Cohasset defense and how strong it was, only holding them to 2 touchdowns, and they both came in the second half.
Absolutely, and Cohasset's defense had a first half shutout. They were up 21-0 at halftime, and even when it felt like Northbridge was gaining a little bit of momentum towards the end there, Cohasset's defense continued to stay at the forefront, play strong defensively, and get stops when needed.
Absolutely, as Cohasset will be taking on Amesbury in the Division 7 Super Bowl coming up at Gillette Stadium in a couple weeks. It's going to be a really interesting game. Amesbury barely beating Clinton 20-14. That brings us into our Pepperoncini's player of the game, and as kind of expected, I mean, there was a little debate on who was going to be. We're kind of talking about it. It was only between 2 guys, and we're going to give it to the quarterback, Mike Wildfire. 3 touchdowns on the day, 2 pass, 1 rush, including that 40-yard bomb he threw in the second quarter. He had a heck of an afternoon.
Yeah, it was a huge touchdown play to Gustafson to really blow the doors open in this one to make it 21-0 Cohasset. Wildfire had the first 3 touchdowns of this game. The first quarter touchdown happened to Nolan Flaherty, and then the second quarter he had a rushing touchdown to make it 14-0, and that was after a couple of really strong rushes he had on that drive, and of course the 60-yard bomb to Gustafson to again blow the gates open. And hey, he only completed 1 pass all second half, but it was a first down conversion. Really efficient day in the office for Mike Wildfire.
Absolutely, as Cohasset is very hyped up right now. They have some more work to do. They're going to be taking on Amesbury. But that is going to do it for our coverage of the Division 7 Final Four between Northbridge and Cohasset. Your final score, the Cohasset Skippers 35 and the Northbridge Rams 15. Shout out to Ty McCormick back in the MyFM studios in Milford for making sure we're getting on and off the air today. Thank you very much. Shout out to camera operator Matt Harkey coming along with us for the hour-long drive from school back to Woburn, up here to Woburn, as this is a all-Dean crew here today. And for Grant Flood, I am Sam Smith. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time. Let's get you back out to your regularly scheduled programming here on MyFM 101.3.
Thank you for listening to MyFM 101.3's coverage of high school football. Brought to you by Milford Federal Bank, Joseph and Thomas Opticians, Milford Regional UMass Memorial Health, Crystal Pool and Spa, The Embroidery Bar in Milford, All Temps System, Milford Hardwood, Oliva's Market Catering and Gourmet Gift Shop, Pepperoncini's, Winks Salon and Spa, ABC Air Heating and Cooling, Milford Tire Service, Southwick Zoo, American Climbers, GNC Plumbing and Heating, Flood Fire Pro, Modern Design and Build, and Milford Nissan and Milford Nissan Collision Center. Now we send you back to your regularly scheduled programming.